however you like. You can use it at the bottom if you want to, but it does look beautiful. It's great to have your company. We are on YouTube, we are on Periscope, we're on Facebook Live, and we're on the website, and we're on your telly box as well. 13 of these are left. Unlucky for some, but not for you, because that price has fallen to £17.03, and that's why you're loving this. 12 left. Don't miss out to get 2 gorgeous die sets that you can use. Maybe you're looking around your crafting stash at the moment. You're thinking, I need some more dies. Maybe the ones you've got are maybe a little worn. You've had them for a long time, because dies do last a long time. Now it's time to freshen them up. It's always nice to do it with spell binders as well, with these beautiful details that you're getting in here. £17 now, that price has fallen to. We've only got 9 of these left. People are checking out the baskets right now, knowing that they'll pay the lowest price along with everyone else. That's how it works. You see the item number at the top, you see the description, you'll see the item, we'll show it to you, we'll talk you through it. You'll see the genuine start price. You can buy it at that price if you want, but we don't want you to do that, because that is now the price it's fallen to. Under £17, 7 of these left. 6 left. Spellbinder dies. You know them, you love them. Shape abilities, use them in many different ways. 6 left. Check out your baskets, assure yourself of the product. You can check out right now. You too will pay the lowest price. Don't wait till the end of the auction. Check out now. You'll still pay the lowest price, but you will make sure that you get your product. Don't miss out. People are coming in on the phones. We want you to get it. And that's why you just tap and check out. That's what you're doing now. 3 left. Been busy for these. 2 left. Will that get down to 1? And is that one person you? Who is it? Who's going to get the last one? You've got to be in it to win it. Well done. Who got the last one?
Price
Ruth.
lock.
Well done, Ruth. Ruth got the last one. Congratulations. Everyone pays the lowest price. That's what Price Drop is all about. £16.73. £4.95 is your P&P, but if you're a Freedom member, guess what? Your P&P is included. Yes, it is. Becoming a Freedom member is easy. 888 in your basket. You become a Freedom member. £6.97 a month gets you P&P on all the products you buy, on Craft Price Drop, and on Hochanda. And you get exclusive Freedom membership discounts. You get a Freedom badge, you get a newsletter, and all the hot gossip about what goes on behind the screens. I don't know what the hot gossip is. I need to become a Freedom member to find out. It's been great to have your company this morning. Craft Price Drop comes to you at 7 a.m. in the morning. Today we had it at 8 a.m. as well. We're back at 11 a.m. Online only, back yourself a bargain. And then we're back at 7 p.m. tonight. But of course, sandwiched in between all of that, some great filling of crafts on Hochanda. And that's why we love having your company. Whatever you're doing today, have a great day. Well done everyone that's bagged themselves a bargain, but stay right where you are. There's more coming up. Coming up now, we have got Tonic Perfect Poses, one-day special. I believe Jodie is in the building. Not had a chance to say hello to her this morning, so hello Jodie. Daisy Chain Designs is a little later on, and we have got more across the board.
Welcome to the newest exciting way to shop here at Hochanda, Craft Price Drop. Tune in for your favourite craft brands at absolutely incredible low prices. Make sure to get in early before the quantity reaches 0 and the price locks. You've got to be in it to win it. Everybody pays the lowest price.
Hi, I'm Lizzie, and I've been chosen to represent the brand of Threaders from Crafter's Companion. How exciting is that? Now, I've seen a few little bits and pieces that are going to come our way, and they are so exciting. So there's machine embroidery, there's applique, there's quilting, there's just normal stitching. What more can we say? It's absolutely fantastic. Think of all those things, and I'm going to inspire you, the new stitcher, and I'm going to inspire you, the experienced stitcher. and hopefully all of us together will be on that journey and we can learn from each other. So join me for the Threaders shows on Hochanda.
Witchcraft are excited to bring you Stamp Magic, their incredible stamping and papercraft show. And Hochanda will be there supporting you. Set in Doncaster's The Dome, within Lakeside Leisure Park, Stamp Magic has brought together the UK's most dedicated craft experts in this intimate surrounding since 2004. Are available from Hochanda in advance for only £4, or alternatively on the door for £5. So what are you waiting for? Log on to our website www.hochanda.com and order your tickets today.
Good morning, hello, hope you're well. Thank you to Janice for the last couple of hours of Craft Price Drop. And welcome, it's one day special time. Jodie's here, and a really busy one too.
Oh, it's amazing. It is really, really pretty.
You know what, since yesterday, launched last night, 6 o'clock, so busy, 60% nearly of the entire stock of the one day special is gone. And when you look at them and what they can make, you can really appreciate why they're so popular. And they all work together. You can interchange the dies from one set to the other, can't you?
You can, so you're getting 21 dies in total over the 3 sets.
Yep.
But like Dave says, you could take the centre out of one, incorporate it into the other, put the sentiment just on its own. They're all individual dies, so not only will they stay in your card, you can also cut them out of your card. You can do your danglies, yeah, so whether you're doing home decor, and it doesn't matter what genre of cards that you're making, you can use these in configuration with your sentiments, your stamped images, maybe use them as stencils and stamp through them. Loads of different ways of playing.
Now you've actually got 3. One of the sets did sell out last night individually. The Brighten My Day one is completely gone. We kind of hinted last night that would happen this morning. They're £21.99 each if you want either of the other 2. But on FlexiBuy, if you go for FlexiBuy, you can have for just £3 more than £21.99. £24.99 buys you all 3 sets. OK, you have another payment in 4 weeks, but you can spread that over the 2 payments if you want to. And look at the detailed dies that are here. They are amazing. Whether you do your inverted cards, pyramid-style cards, whether you're making frames with them for your scrapbooking pages, there's just endless possibilities.
There is loads and loads of different ways. So one of them as well you can do your Spirelli with. So if I just pull this one out of the pile, this is the one that comes with You Brighten My Day. But look how it interlocks with itself. So that's it interlocked. That one is on its own. So that's how it cuts out. But by placing one at the back of it, you can actually do your Spirelli with it as well.
Interlink them together.
Yeah.
And we did that in the launch show. No, we didn't.
We did it on 8 o'clock show last night.
Yeah. On Rewind. We made that technique done again maybe later.
Yeah, of course. Right, so let me show you what you're actually getting, okay? Because there's loads and loads of different configurations. Yeah. You know, this is one of the most versatile die sets because you can mix and match them. So all these beautiful designs that you're going to see are from one die set. So all those are from one die set.
Look at the detail in them.
Okay. They are gorgeous. I love the fact that you have something modern and something very contemporary, something vintage, but yet put them together and they work.
Yeah.
Normally, when you put those two concepts together, they really clash.
But these don't.
But these don't.
But also, don't think these are just for big cards. They're not just for 8x8 cards. You can, of course, use the smaller dies to make smaller cards rather than the large ones all the time.
Yeah.
But you've got the versatility
So
there.
that's one die set.
Yeah.
This is your secondary one, so something a little modern in the centre here. I've actually paper weaved in there, put ribbons through there as well to bring out like extra detail. You can ink through these as well to pick out all the detail in the die, so you get all that detail on there. So that one there, so that's die set number 2.
And I love this verse. I've never seen that before in a die. Hey, Blossom.
It's just something a little nice, isn't it? Something a little cheeky. So you've got all those, so that's die set 2. So die set number 3 is all these different configurations. Really, really pretty. Something a little vintage, something a little modern, whether you want to paper weave in that one, whether you want to paper piece with that one.
That makes me think of the sun's rays.
It
kind of
does.
radiating out.
It
Really
does.
lovely.
So all those are your die set number 3.
The sentiment on that one is a new start, but of course you can put your own sentiment, your own verses in there. It can be anything. It could be a new home, a new job, a new career, whatever.
It could. So all those configurations that you've just seen, imagine they're multiplied by too many. Yeah, because it's endless. Because I could take one from this die set, incorporate it into the first one into the second one into the third one. So you're building your own configurations up.
Now, the Hey Blossom and the A New Start, they're both available individually at $21.99 a set. OK, if you just want one, that's fine. The other one did sell out, though. But if you go for them on FlexiBuy and go for all 3, which is the one-day special, it's only about £3 more on FlexiBuy to get all 3 of them in your first FlexiBuy payment, and then $24.99 in 4 weeks' time. 60% gone. There's 3 shows still to go. This show, 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock for final call. Are they going to last? This is the big question. I think it's one of the most elaborate and one of the most interesting die sets that Tonica have done in a long, long time.
It's brilliant.
Now, on the website, we've got lots of other bits and pieces in the show for you, including our Nouveau drops, and we've got great offers on those at the moment. And also, very cleverly, they've got the Craft Perfect cardstock selected to match with the Nouveau drops. So you can see there that those pink Nouveau drops match with those papers. Those Nouveau drops there, that set for the vintage works well with the vintage cardstock. And then we've got the funky Nouveau drops with the funky cardstock there. $12.99 if you want the 60 sheets of cardstock, and $14.99 if you want the Nouveau drops. And the toolkit last night, the new colour of Tim Holt scissors as there with the actual squeegee handles. You've also got the pick there as well. You've got the scoring tool and the bone folder and, of course, the double-ended ball tool. All in there for £19.96. And that flew yesterday as well. Lots of you loving these. And that was a £9 discount. Excellent.
Right, so with all these dies, you can do your decoupage, you can do your mat and layers, you can do your invertage, you can also do your frames. So we're going to do a little bit of each.
Good.
Okay, so we've got some of the Craft Perfect silver card, and we're going to cut this outside edge. Now, once we've cut the outside edge, we can actually put the interior one in. Now, die cutting machines.
Yeah.
If you've got a friend who's got a Tommy machine, they will be telling you how good Tommy is. Tommy's a good boy, yeah?
He is. And he's also not always available, but he's in stock at the moment. We had a lot of you wanting Tommy the Tangerine last night. It's on 3 flexi-buys of $53.33. You get all the boards that you need with it, of course, for your cutting and your embossing and everything. And this is a complete cast metal body inside this, so there's nothing to break on it, and it delivers even pressure. So if you want to invest in the Tonic machine, it is available on 3 flexi-buy payments of $53.33.
It's Jodie proof.
Yes.
Yeah,
if it's Jodie proof,
if I can't break it, you've not got a chance. So we're going to go in there, and we're actually going to make that into a little frame now. So let's run that through. Now, what we're cutting out of here, you will be saving and using for a topper, maybe, for instance. So let's take that away. I'm going to take this away here. And this is going to be my outside frame.
Right.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm just going to put that to one side, because that's going to be used in a minute. So let's get rid of these. We've then got our card blank. Okay, I've taken the medium size outside edge and placed it into the central of the card, and we're going to run that through. So this is going to give me a little aperture on the front of our card. So run that through. So all these can be, you can use the outside edges to make your shaped cars like we did last night maybe, loads of different ways. Just make sure you've not got bits stuck on your board.
Right.
We'll try and disguise that
You don't want embossing where you
with
don't
the flower. So that there is my aperture. So what we need for an aperture is something to go around there, okay? So we've used the same outside edge that we used to cut the centre of that out, and we've cut one white and one teal, okay? So we're going to add the detail into that one. So centralise it.
Now we've just brought in the actual die cast, or the cast part of the Tommy machine. This shows you how well built this machine is. Have a little look at that, because there's nothing there. It's all one piece.
It's all one cast piece. The only additionals on there are the gears. So the gears are actually placed on that end. You can see they're 100% metal, so there's nothing that's going to wear out. And in the casing on the end there as well, they're 100% metal. It goes down the shaft as well, so you get a lot better pressure on there. And as you can see, this is not a light machine.
No.
And
I'd worry if it was.
Precisely. You know, it's not a light machine because everything inside there is metal, so there's nothing to wear out.
If you want a machine that's not going to let you down, it's in stock right now, basically. So.
Yeah, Tom is a good boy. So let's take this one away.
And I know lots of you like to kind of remain loyal to certain companies as well. If you are a massive fan of Tonic with their Nouveau drops and everything else and their dies, they might not have a Tonic machine. You know the brand, you know it's going to not let you down.
Forget loyalty. At the end of the day, one pass and it's cut.
Yeah. That's what you want, isn't it, really?
And it's done. Yeah. There's no messing about having to run it backwards and forwards and everything else. It's just, and you know it's done then.
Yeah.
So let's go, and we're just going to add this into here. So let's just place that down there. Now I want to place that on my aperture there. So we need that to be a frame as well.
Okay.
So let's go in with the interior edge and place that in the middle. Now it's easier to cut it when it's stuck together, because then obviously each layer is the same.
So it's going to cut through two layers, no problem?
It is, yeah, no problem at all. So stick that one down.
And actually on that die that's got the radiating lines, like the sun rays, it's actually got little pinprick dots on it as well. The detail in it's phenomenal.
There's loads of little details in there. So run that through. Now, if you're doing this with mirror card, make sure you let your glue dry first, okay? Because the pressure of the machine will make that glue seep out, and if it's on mirror, you really see it, okay? So there is my interior. That's going to sit. Should I want it perfectly on there, but I'm actually going to twist it.
That works.
Okay, so what you need to take into consideration when you're doing this, if you are using the actual sentiments that come in the collection, i.e. Hello Blossom.
Hello Blossom.
Hello Blossom.
And you start.
Yeah.
And you brighten my day. They're the three sentiments you get.
If you want your sentiment to be level in the middle of your design, you always need a petal straight up.
Right.
Okay? If I do it like that, my sentiment is either going to be off or off in the centre.
Right, yeah.
It looks nice either way, yeah, but just have a play and see which way you like first of all. So we're going to take this and we're going to take some 3D foam, and we're just going to put some 3D foam behind here. So I'm just going on here.
Now Lorraine has just emailed in. She wants to know the actual diameter of the dies. 165mm across is what they are. That's the largest one, obviously. But as we said before, OK, the larger ones, obviously, you'd have to do maybe an 8x8 card or something with those, but they do go down gradually in size, so you can make smaller cards with these as well. So.
Yeah, so this one that I'm doing, I'm using all the tiers, and this is actually a 7x7.
Right.
Yeah? So it depends on how you want to play.
Any more questions? Anything that we're not saying that you want to know the answer to, just email in studio@hochanda.com and we'll answer them.
Nothing
hopefully.
too texting. I've not woke up yet this morning. Yeah.
We're all walking around a bit like zombies today. I don't know what.
My body's still in bed.
Is it?
Yeah. Without doubt. Yeah. I may be here in physical being, but the body's not. So let's take off all these 3D buds, and this is going to sit, as I say, slightly at either side of those. So let's just open that up, and we're going to bring that so that it's sitting like so.
Lovely.
Then the frame that we cut originally is going to come back in and slide over the top of that one.
There's a lovely scalloped edge to the aperture as well.
So each one of your dies has got a different edge. So you've got a set of plain, you've got a set of dimple, and you've got a set of decal in there. So the frames are all different.
Which one's that one then? The decal?
So that one's the decal,
Right.
This one's the straight. The reason I chose the straight for this one is it's easier to slide
Right.
underneath. So I'm literally going round, just adding my adhesive on there, and then come in at the top and slide the top in first, and then you can just wiggle the rest into play. There we go. So that is going to sit perfectly just underneath
Looking good.
that little aperture. Okay, so let's move into the centre of our card, because when we fold that up, we actually want to be able to see inside. So what we've got is we've got the next size down in the die, which is that one there, and that's going to stick on the inside.
Actually, that would make a lovely Christmas card, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. So we're just going to slide that in, push one side of the card down, so that we can actually see where it's going to fit. So there we go. It's fitting perfectly within its framework.
Excellent, yeah.
Okay. Our sentiment we've already cut out. So we've cut out Hello Blossom.
Hello, Blossom.
Yeah.
Who came up with that phrase?
I don't know. I've got no idea. I think it's sweet.
Yeah, it's quite cute.
So let's just add that edge.
I suppose also if you wanted to, if you didn't want the blossom bit, you could actually snip that word away and just have hey.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's good.
Be like,
Hey,
hi.
what you doing?
Hey.
Stop it.
Yeah.
So let's add that on there.
Oh, hang on. We are busy this morning. Nearly 2/3 of the stock of the one-day special's gone. All 3 sets of dies, 21 of them. They all intermingle with each other, all interconnect with each other.
So we've gone off centre here.
Yeah.
So we've gone off centre on the interior one as well. This flower is actually made from these dies as well.
Is it?
It is. So if I turn it over, let me show you what you can do. So where's the other, that one there? So let me cut one of those out, and I'll show you how they are actually they're actually done. Can you see Jodie is very impatient? So let's run that one through.
It's a very effective flower.
It is. It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I thought that was a pre-made one.
No, they're all made from these. So, multiple layers. So that one is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 cuts in that one.
Right.
Okay. So what you do is you take your flower and you come down roughly to the centre. Okay. Now I'll use hot glue just to speed up the process. But bring one over the top of the other, and that is going to start to form the base of the flower. So then all you do is you go along and you just curl
With your pokey tool.
these edges.
So you're basically making little cups.
Yeah, so you're making little cups. So the next one, let me open it back up. So the next one, you would actually cut out
Oh, I get you. To make it smaller.
one of those
Right.
to make it smaller, yeah? So glue that one together. And that's going to give you your next tier.
So you stack them into each other.
So you
right.
stack each and every one inside each other, and that is what's going to give you those beautiful little flowers.
So even
there.
more ways of using the dies that you're getting in the one-day special.
Yeah. So let's make this into its card. So we've got that. Now that boo-boo, well, it's sort of hidden.
Yeah, I've got to see that, really.
But we've got some of the little stems. So let's just add this onto here. So we're going to have a little stem coming out there. And then a little stem coming out the other side. And then my big flower. Ooh.
No stems, they're not in the one-day special, are they?
No, they're not. No. So my big flower is going to come and sit on the bottom here. So just holding that. And then I'm going to pinch that slate grey, what's it called? Liquid mercury. Okay. So liquid mercury. Right, so Leslie, this is for you, sweetheart.
Yeah, Leslie's emailed in saying, how do you get the perfect drop? There is a technique to use.
Right,
these.
so perfect drops. Let me start on a piece of paper. The art is to get over it, Leslie, to start with. Right. Yeah? Keep your bottle upright. If you keep your bottle upright, your product is going to drop straight down. If you've got it at the side, then you can have more product at one side. Never touch your card. If you touch your card, you see how that product's coming away from the nozzle? Yeah. And believe it or not, that is going to dry as a donut.
Oh, okay.
It's going to have a hollow in the centre because you've got more product at one side. So the art of a perfect drop is just above the cardstock and drop onto your card. So you're finishing in the centre of your drop.
And look how they self-level. You don't end up with little tails or anything like that. They become perfect spheres.
Yeah, so they just self-level perfectly. Now, if you are not confident of putting these straight onto your card, the easiest thing is the residue from your 3D foams, because it's slightly greasy. You can do those onto there. You can let it dry, and then you can actually store those in a little plastic bag for later use and just stick them on with some normal adhesive.
Right.
If you've not got that, you see the corner of my glass mat? I've got loads of it on there. Watch. Whoops.
And how long would they take to get like that? How long would they take to dry?
Well, those I did last night, so they just... But if you do it onto your glass mat, they spread a little wider, because obviously there's nowhere for the water to dry into the card. So they will spread a little bit. The same on here, you'll get a little wider. Once
you've used the bottles, you know, once or twice, you'll get used to the way that the actual Nouveau drops work. Yeah. And you can go straight on your cardstock.
So shake it. I'm not shaking the bottle to mix the product. I'm shaking the bottle so that the product comes down into the nozzle.
Right.
I always do my first blob away from my card, so I make sure there's no air in my nozzle. And then literally, you can come
something very satisfying about doing this.
Oh, do you know something?
Decorating a cake.
I could play with these for hours.
Yeah.
Really could. I love them.
And the effect they give you is great.
They add a little bit of interest as well.
Now, the vintage set that we've got, that's obviously one of the colours that Jodie's using. We've also got, that's the liquid mercury. This one is, what colour is this one? Dark walnut. The other colour is the rhubarb crumble and midnight sky. So all four of those for just £9.99. And remember, we have actually got the cardstock that's been selected to match with those in the show as well. We've also got the pinks, if you prefer the pinks, which includes one glitter one and a translucent one there as well. And then down the bottom, that's £9.99, we've then got the vibrants. These, I think, are called Funky. And you can see why. You've got a couple of glitter ones in there as well. They're £14.99 if you want all 6 of the funky colours, and that's 812319. Again, we do have cardstock that's been selected to match with it, so that's on the website, 60 sheets, if you would like your Craft Perfect cardstock for £12.99. So all the cardstocks work with the colours of the Nouveau.
So when you've done your blobs, Leslie, make sure you leave your card flat to dry, okay? Because otherwise you'll come back and it'll look like raindrops. It'll have dripped all the way.
Unless that's the effect you want.
Unless that's the effect that you want, yeah. But you can see there how the Nouveau drops just highlight all those little details. But that there is going to be
That's a great card. Like
The
it a lot.
inside to the outside.
Now, we're going to show you more of the cards that have been made using these great one-day special dies. When I walked into the studio yesterday and I saw them, I just went, wow, they are amazing. Some of the best design dies I've seen in a long, long time. And remember, it gives you the opportunity and the ability to either make smaller cards with the smaller dies in the set, or you can go large if you want to. Now, they are giving you a £16 discount, down to $49.97. They are available, 2 sets are available individually if you want just one. We haven't got the Brighten My Day anymore. We've got the Hay Blossom and we've got a New Start at $21.99 each. But if you want to have the whole set of 3, which is the one-day special, that's where you save the £16. And also on FlexiBuy, it's only $24.99 your first payment today, which is only £3 more than one set. So maybe think about that, and then the second payment is due in 4 weeks' time. Here are some finished cards, though, made with the brilliant one-day special. The 3 sets are completely different in their style. They will interchange with each other. So the variation and the kind of permutations you've got with the one-day special it's immense. There are literally dozens and dozens and dozens of ways of using these. Whether you use all the dies together or whether you just use 1 or 2 of them at a time, it's entirely up to you. And you don't have to make the big 7x7 and 8x8 cards all the time. This proves it here, looking at this wonderful spring card. Look at that daffodil in the centre of that. I think it's one of my favourite ones. It's absolutely beautiful. Using the yellow cardstock as well. Really cheery, bright. That's that one there. We've got another one just here, which is bigger, going bigger, in blue and white. That's maybe congratulating someone on a new start. Now, you know, you don't have to use these sentiments. If these sentiments aren't appropriate, the rest of the dies will be. You could put maybe bon voyage or congratulations or happy birthday in the middle. I'm sure you've got sentiments or stamps that you can do, of course, in the centre of this. And that will make a lovely anniversary card, or maybe someone's getting hitched or whatever. Quite appropriate at the moment. Here we've got this, which actually looks like a rosette, doesn't it? So flowers 1 minute, rosettes the next, with another congrats statement in the middle there, which of course is another die from Tonic. But I love this die, I really do. That's been given a bit of the drop shadow technique, which works really well. But as Jodie was saying before, if you cut that out twice, that particular die there, and then turn one round so it's going the other direction, you can actually join it together and link it together a bit like Spirelli. So that's another way of using that one. Here's one with some beautiful mirror card in the background. Offsetting different layers of the floral die there. Gorgeous, isn't it? So really kind of hit the nerve, this one-day special. Everybody seems to be in love with them. Remember, 2/3 of the stock has gone now. If you would like them, it's just £24.99, delivered for Freedom members. No P&P if you're a Freedom member, and then £24.99 in 4 weeks' time. Or if you want to have done with it and pay for it in full, you can do. That's just one payment today of £49.97. £49.97. Item number 911581 if you'd like to order it today. OK, now the tools that are just over here, have a little look at these. I swear by Tim Holtz scissors, and I never thought I'd get excited about a pair of scissors, but you will as soon as you start to use these. I've got the set that came before this. They were kind of burgundy handles, you probably saw them. This is the new design to the Tim Holtz scissor, exactly the same titanium technology, and you've also got, of course, the squidgy handles, which makes them incredibly comfortable to use. If you're doing a lot of work with scissors, they can be a little bit of a pain and they can be a little bit awkward to use, but these are not. Really comfortable. Really amazing cutting ability, these scissors, and that's the 7-inch blade that you've got for those. Also, this is one of those products that Jodie would never be without. You've got your pokey tool here as well, and it's a pick that is actually retractable, so you can make it as long or as short as you want for different jobs. That's included in there as well. You've then got your scoring tool as well, your creaser, your card creaser, and it's actually got a metal tip to it, which is incredibly tough and durable, gives you great results. And then you've also got your double-ended ball tool for shaping petals and leaves and things like that. Now, this kit proved very popular yesterday. It is under £20, taken £9 off, and you will love these scissors, believe me. You'll love all the tools, but the scissors in particular are a real. I'd pay that price for the scissors, I would. 1996, £9 off, 741211. And loads more to have a little look at. If you go to the website, you can see everything else, including we've got some fantastic glitter embellishments, ice white glitters and so on there as well. So it's all there, and including, of course, Tommy the Tangerine, our fantastic hero die cutting and embossing machine. 5-star reviews for Tommy. You can, of course, decorate it if you want to. It's in stock right now, ready for immediate delivery, and it's on 3 flexi-buy payments of £53.33. And if you're a Freedom member, you don't even have to pay your postage, and that is, believe me, quite a lot of postage to get that delivered to your door, because it's a weighty machine as you'd want it to be. But, yeah, delivered to your door for just £53.33 if you're a Freedom member and you want flexi-buy. Lovely.
I wouldn't like to carry it down the high street.
No.
Put it that way.
No.
You'd be like this. Anyway, so all these dies can be used in different shaped card blanks, yeah? Now, all our dies you can make your card blanks from. So we've actually taken, and I would nickname it, but I can't remember it. But the die set that looks like that, it's something like ornate frame,
right,
ornate swill, something along those lines, all right? So we've got it in white, and we're going to use the interior to cut into there. So let's run that through the machine. And this is going to stay in my cardstock because I've not got the outside edge on there. So when we run this through...
It's nice that it gives you that versatility, though.
It is. So when I take that away, what it's going to have given me is that design on the inside of my card.
Nice.
Okay. Now we've cut out one in black because you know I like that drop shadow effect.
I do too.
This is actually going to go on the inside of the card this time. So if I turn this over, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my adhesive really close to that inside edge, which is normally the other way round to what I do. So let's just go around, adding that into there. So let's just move those boards out of the way. And I'm going to put this on my desk, and I'm going to bring this over the top, okay? And we're just literally going to drop shadow it a very slight bit.
So which direction do you take it when you drop shadow it? It doesn't really matter.
If you're being technically, it comes from the light source. Comes from the light source. In my world, light source can be anywhere.
Yeah. It doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't. You're not drawing, you're not bringing the light and shadow in, you're just giving it that little effect. Now, at the moment, you can't really see that until we bring the cream in. Ah, now what a great effect. It does make it look as if it's actually risen off the card, doesn't it? It does. Ignore the blob at the bottom, okay? I'm going to cover that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm having a budget and scarper day today. All right. So, let's...
Put a ribbon or a butterfly on it, eh?
Absolutely. That's crafting for you, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So let's just place the adhesive on there. And we're going to stick the back into there. So now that is really started to make it pop. Now, to make it into a card, we've cut the same die. We've taken the little point off the bottom to make it flat, and we've put a score line across there. So when we apply our adhesive onto there, stick it onto the back and let it dry, that then is going to form my card blank.
Right, lovely.
So let's make a centre area for there. So I've got my yellow and I've also got my white one there. We're going to cut 2 out. I've also got my little diddy one that's going to go through as well. So let's run those through. So run that all the way through.
Now, if you just tuned in, just switched on, remember we've got Tommy the Tangerine die cutting machine available. Not always is that the case, so if you've been waiting for it to get back in stock, it is available now. 089871. Lots of you went for it last night, and a third of the stock that we had available has gone. 53.33 is your first flexi-buy payment if you'd rather spread the cost, and as you can see, Jodie loves to decorate hers. It's well loved. And I tell you what, that machine, how long have you had that machine now?
Oh, this machine, 4 years.
And can you imagine the amount of abuse it gets?
Yeah, it's mine.
It gets put through its paces like 12 hours a day, and it's still going strong. So that shows you just how good the machine is.
Yeah. I'll confess, I do have 2 top Tommies. This is my TV Tommy. Yeah. He's pretty clean. Tommy at home, I wouldn't dare bring him here because that would just humiliate me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's covered in sticky tape. He's got sticky buds stuck all over him. He's filthy.
I bet he loves it, though.
He does, of course he does. He never complains, bless him. So
he's always there to do a good job.
So we've got that interior die in there now. We're also going to cut ourselves the sentiment. So that is going to go in there. And we're going to run that one through. And then we've got all the components that I need for this card.
I really don't know if we've got enough stock to last the day on this, you know, this one-day special. We have sold out individually of the You Brighten My Day option, but we do still have Hay Blossom and a New Start as well. So those 2 are still available at $21.99 each. But most of you are going for the bundle of 3, which is the one-day special. That's where you save the £16. That's where you've got the Flexi Buy as well. Makes sense.
Right, so we're going to do the same with this one. We're going to slightly stagger. So slightly twist it around.
And this is the one that Jodie was talking about, flipping it over and then spirelliing it, if that's the right word to use.
So I shall show you in a minute. So that is going to sit onto the yellow.
Yeah.
So you've got that slight black edge coming through there. But like Dave says, if you take one going one way, so that's the same die, flip it over and put it behind. Okay.
So the lines are going in the opposite direction.
So the lines are going in the opposite direction. Then take your craft pick. It's a little hard for me to do it towards camera, but hey. So take your craft pick, place it under the white one and flip it over the yellow one.
How cool is it?
Can you see how they flip over? So you can just go under and hook.
It's like paper weaving.
So they just hook into each other. I mean, once you get into the flow, and I'm not holding it to camera, it doesn't take long at all. So you can literally go round.
So that's a completely different look from one die.
So it just gives you the versatility of having something a little bit fancier. Yeah. So there we go, look. So you can have it, so that one at the moment is the yellow side, but if I turn it over, we've got...
It works both ways.
It works both ways.
Now, by the way, the pick, if you want the pick, that's in the toolkit today, that's being offered at a £9 discount. So if you want to go for the scissors, the pick, also the scoring tool or the creaser and the ball tools, all there for £19.96. And you've got about 6 of those picks, haven't you?
Oh, darling, I wouldn't be out them. I really wouldn't. I have them everywhere. I've even got one in the glove compartment of the car.
Have you?
Yep. Literally in case, I don't know, in case I need it, yeah. I have one in my handbag, and believe you me, that has come in very handy at times. And I have about 4 or 5 in my toolkit.
And because it's retractable, you can use it for all sorts of different things.
So You Brighten My Day, drop shadow once again from the top, back in plate here. So let's place that.
And this is the one that sold out individually, but it is still obviously in the one-day special.
So that is going to go into the centre of there. So you've got that little drop going on, but it really does make it pop. You can really see all that detail on there. That is going to go into there. So that is going to come into the centre. So you've got all those depths. So let's decorate. We've got loads of little flowers here. We're going to hide that finger mark by just adding some little flowers.
Now we always love getting your emails in the shows, and Yvonne has emailed in this morning. Hello.
Hi, Yvonne.
She says her husband's just got her a Tommy for her birthday. Congratulations! When's your birthday? Happy birthday!
Yeah,
It'll be on its way.
you won't regret it, sweetheart. You really won't. All those dyes that you've had problems, you know, running backwards and forwards, are not going to be an issue no more.
I think Tonic are known for their machines. They started off with blades. They were, you know, trimmers, guillotines. It's what they were famous for. So anything that's a machine, they know what they're doing.
Do you know, that's what attracted me to Tonic, because, you know, Daddy always wanted a little boy, and I was always the one, you know, with the big spanners and the electric drills that used to be a standing joke in our house. What power tool is Jodie going to get for Christmas? So it's what really attracted me to Tonic, was they were Jodie proof. I couldn't break them.
Yeah.
So,
and as soon as you start to use anything Tonic that's been manufactured by Tonic, you'll realise it really is in a league of its own, including the die cutting machine.
So just add in those on there. And then I think,
it's quite tropical now.
Come on,
right
Dave.
now.
Let's have a bit of brown. So this one here is your dark walnut. Okay, so just bringing... This actually dries darker than it goes on.
Right.
Okay.
It's a lovely dark colour.
It is. So we're just adding...
So these drops are called vintage. You've got, of course, the... what was that one called? Dark walnut?
Dark walnut.
Dark walnut. This one is rhubarb crumble. You've also got the other two colours, which are Midnight Sky, that dark blue, and the other one is Liquid Mercury, that one. So those are the four, and that's the vintage for $9.99.
But there we have that little card with, you know, all that drop shadowing going on there. So all those are matte layers, where the one we did earlier was actually a frame with the detail on the inside. So just completely different ways of using them.
You've fallen in love with the dies, and the stock is going very, very fast. One day special only will last until 6 o'clock, if the stock lasts that long. I've got my doubts whether it will, actually. Nearly 70% of the entire day stock has gone. We're busy at nearly 20 to 10. If you have a little look at the website, you'll see everything else that's there. And what we've done today is we've looked at the Nouveau drops, and you've got the vintage option, you've got the pretty option, and also you've got the funky option as well. And we've teamed up with Craft Perfect cardstock that matches it. So if you want to get, as you see there, the vintage cardstock and the vintage drops are a perfect combination to go for. So if you want to pop those both in your basket, you know they'll match beautifully. And you've got the funky ones there, funky sheets and the funky embellishment drops there as well. So if you wanted the vintage, that would only be £22.98, wouldn't it? Yeah. For the two. No P&P if you're a Freedom member, so have a think about that maybe. But lots of other things on the website, and including, of course, the one-day special. And the one-day special is 3 sets of 7 dies. So you get 21 dies in total, and they're all obviously beautiful poses or flowers, as you can see, flower shapes, but every set is different and every set is interchangeable. So you can take one of the frames from one set and mix it with the others from the other set, including, of course, the verses as well. But having said that, if those verses aren't always appropriate for the card you want to make, they are completely separate. So you can put your own verse in there, maybe a congrats or a happy birthday, or handwrite something if you want to. But you're getting a new start, You Brighten My Day, which is sold out individually, and Hay Blossom, but you've got 7 dies in each. And yeah, just take a die, take a few dies from them. You don't have to use them as the full size if you don't wish to. They're 165mm across, so you can make 8x8s and 7x7 cards, but of course the smaller dies will make smaller cards for you just as easily and effectively. I mean, that one's actually been kind of chopped at the side there, so you don't have to use the whole thing if you don't want to. Really effective. This one made into almost like a rosette. And that's double-sided as well, so if you're making maybe a window hanging or a wall hanging or something like that, that looks really lovely. Something that can be hung up rather than just put on a mantelpiece. This is that technique again that Jodie was talking about a second ago with the Spirelli, where you cut 2 out, put one the different direction, and then just basically fold them together. And it's a very, very clever way of using that die, getting more out of it. There's another beautiful one, You Brighten My Day, with craft card and cream and pink cardstock. Lovely, beautiful pink Nouveau drops on there as well. I love the fact it can be a rosette. Yeah, if someone's just won, I don't know, a sports day or something like that, or got great results in an examination or something, it makes a fantastic rosette. Turn the posy into a rosette. I think my favourite one, I've got 2 favourites actually, I think it's going to be this one and this one. I love that. Gold and cream. Really beautiful. Very upmarket. A card like that would cost you a fortune to buy, it really would. And this one I love as well, because you've got the very spring-like daffodil in the centre of it too. So remember, you can make flowers out of those dies as well. £24.99 is only £3 more than if you buy one set on its own. £21.99 each, as it all falls on the floor. £21.99 each, or if you want the one-day special, you just pay £24.99 on FlexiBuy and then £24.99 in 4 weeks' time. And if you are a Freedom member, no P&P to pay for you at all. OK, so it's 911581, and here are some other finished cards made from the one-day special. They are gorgeous. I love working with you. They are gorgeous. £24.99 is your first FlexiBuy payment to get all 21 of those dies in the one-day special. They are fantastic. You're a rebel, you are.
Why not?
I know.
I know. Just be yourself. Right, so once again, we're going to use some of our nesting dies, some of our shaped dies, OK? So we've already cut the shape out that we're going to start to build on. So we've taken the interior of this design. We're literally going to place it so it's nice and central in there. And we're going to tape it down and we're going to run this through the machine. So let's run this through. So this is going to stay in the card because there's no outside edge. So all the way through.
Hey, tangerine, you're loving that today. Nearly 40% of the stock has gone of the tangerine. It's not, as I say, always been available. Sometimes it's been out of stock, but it's available now. 40% gone.
So look, we've got that gorgeous design within a shape, okay? So that is going to be part of our card. We need something to go into the centre of there. So we've got some of the Craft Perfect, and we're going to place that onto there. So who's coming to Kent? Yes,
I'm away.
Kent weekend.
I was supposed to be going to Kent, and then I booked a holiday and forgot about it, so I'm not going to be there.
You can cancel your holiday, don't worry.
I'd be popular if I did that.
Oh dear.
We're off to Greece.
Oh, can't be bad. So that is the centre as well. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward.
Oh, Kent, you'll love. Were you there last year?
No, not
that's
at all.
great.
They don't let me out often, Dave. Yeah.
I'd go so far to say it's one of my favourite actual events because the venue's lovely. There's lots of space. Everyone's really friendly and enjoys the day.
Yeah.
And also, if you're worried about missing the royal wedding, don't be. Because they're going to have a screen there. There's going to be a wedding room, so you can watch it and then carry on crafting.
I was going to get away from it.
Oh, no.
Everybody's going to our house. Mum, Dad, Auntie. I'm glad I'm working.
Oh, OK. You have a wedding day party, are you?
I don't know what they're having, but I won't be there. So, we've got all the different tiers that we want, OK? So, we've got our card blank that is made from the nesting dies. The detail one is going to go into the top of there. So I want that really stuck down. So let's put some adhesive all the way round that edge. Okay.
Now, if you've got any email comments, questions, anything at all, you've got about 10 minutes left to get your emails in, and we'll answer any questions you may have or just want to say hello. studio@hochanda.com. Always nice to get involved in the shows.
Yeah, so... Oh, I did have a question. A lady emailed me from America. Oh. Jodie, what adhesive are you sticking on the back of your hand? Here we go, sweetheart. It's Tonic's Essential Funky Glue. It used to be called Funky Glue. It used to be in a green packet.
Yeah, I remember.
It used to look like that.
Yeah, still the same product though.
Yeah, it's exactly the same product inside. They've just took it to orange.
OK, and that's on the website. I'm sure that will be available if you want to have a little look on... Yeah. If you look under Tonic on the website, hochanda.com, you'll find it. And also, that's a good point you mentioned about someone from America emailing in. We've got viewers all over the world now, Europe and USA as well. And if you do want to join the Freedom Club and you're in those countries, you still can. You can in dollars and in euros, and it's all on the website, hochanda.com as well. And don't forget, we've got an app now as well. If you've got an iPhone, you can actually download the app. and watch us as well. We ship to over 20 countries now. Did you realise
Wow.
that? Yeah.
So hello world.
We're global.
So let's go on here. I know on Wine Time with Jodie the other night, a lady, I can't remember your name, so sorry. Hello from Puerto Rico. I'm like, hello, do you need a delivery? I'll deliver free of charge.
Bring it over, yeah.
Yeah. So let's...
Well, I've never been to Puerto Rico. I like the sound of Puerto Rico, that sounds nice.
So let's just add. Now I want support in the middle as well, because otherwise I'm going to have a floppy middle, and that's not a good look.
No, we all want support in the middle.
Absolutely. Suck me in, knickers. Does it gives you a nice support in the middle? So let's take this off here.
Oh boy.
So let's take this off. All the way
Never heard them
down
called that before.
Oh, are you really?
Not suck me in knickers, no.
Yeah, we just suck you in. You
I
can't,
know
you
they
can't,
do, but I've
you,
never
you
heard them
can't
called that
breathe.
before.
And you walk around like that all day. So let's place this in the centre of here. Let's take the back off there. So let's place that into there. So you've now got that lift and the shadow.
I like that colour, that kind of coral colour.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Very nice.
So let's put the centre element in as well. And that's going to go into there. Now we're going to have a slight drop shadow effect, because this works absolutely beautiful with the rose gold. Okay, look how the rose gold looks on there.
Very nice.
It's a really subtle, gentle. I mean, if you put normal gold and silver on there, it could look quite brash.
Is that rose gold mirror card?
It is.
Craft Perfect.
It is, yeah.
Right, okay.
So we're going to give it that drop shadow. So
that'll be on the website too.
So that rose gold is just going to pop out. So we're going to take this one first of all, and we're going to stick that onto the top. So I'm coming in from the left. So
oh yes.
Can you see how that really makes it
a mirror drop shadow? That's the way to go, isn't it?
It's good, isn't it? It's pretty. So let's add this onto the base.
Now, Mary's asked, which die set did we use when we made the 3D flower?
You can use any of them, Mary, because each one of them have got inside edges. So, for instance, that one has got a little scallop. That one has got a little dimple.
So it'll give you a different edge.
And the other one has got a little straight edge. So the smallest ones, the outside edges, were the ones that made that size flower.
Right.
But if you are into... At the moment, there's a big thing about having big flowers in home decor up side of walls and things. You can actually use the larger ones as well. So you could actually use that size one, and that would give you a bigger flower. And then if you use that one, come here, would give you a huge flower.
Wow, so you can actually have 3 different sizes.
Yeah, and that one there would actually, if you go onto things like Pinterest and Instagram and look at home decor flowers, there's loads in America where they've got them coming up the side of the wall and over the top of the door jones, and that would be the size of the flower that they've used.
So basically, if you go for the one day special, you'll have 9 dies that will make different types of flowers, because 3 of them have got different edges on them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So this is the centre. So let's place that into there. So let's stick our bow on. And then we're going to bring our Nouveau drops in. So the Nouveau drop that I'm going to use is actually antique rose. This was one of the first ever colours of Nouveau drops that we brought out.
Was it?
Yeah. This was in the first ever launch. So what I'm doing is I'm going to start at the top, and I'm literally putting little pills around that centre.
Really lovely.
They're magical, aren't they? They really are magical.
And they last such a long time too, and it's, as I said before, quite relaxing to do, and the effect you get at the end of it is superb.
So we've got our little ones going around there, and then I'm going to come in and put a bigger blob just on those inside edges, and then we'll just pick that ribbon up and put its friend in there.
Mm-hmm.
So what you've got then is your Hello Blossom.
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Yep. Or Hey Blossom.
It's pretty interesting. I mean, you've got your depth on there, you've got your shadow going on there, everything.
Now, if you like the look of these dies and you want to order them, maybe you've never ordered anything before. We're getting brand new customers every single day. You can go to our website, for example. You don't need to talk to anyone if you don't want to. It's hochanda.com. And you can see there's the one-day special. So we just added it to our basket, $49.97. Thank you very much. I'll take that £16 saving. And then you've got that option there where it says use FlexiBuy. If you want to click on that and say yes please, it will then give you the option of paying half now and half in 4 weeks time, and that £24.99 is only £3 more than one set will cost you today as well. And that's also for overseas customers as well. It works in the same way. And if you're a Freedom customer, you don't have to pay your P&P. Add Freedom into your same order if you want. That knows then that you're paying £6.97 for Freedom membership, and it will then charge you the P&P, OK? So £24.99 plus £6.97 for Freedom, and there's no P&P, OK? There we go. So go to hochanda.com and you can join Freedom that way. If you want to talk to the operator, if you'd rather do that than order online, because some people don't like ordering online, that's fine. 01733 602,000, of course, is our phone number. 01733 602,000. Almost forgot then. 70% now of the one-day special is gone. I'm not surprised. Are they going to last until 6 o'clock tonight? You've got 21 dies here, 3 sets of 7, and remember, they all interchange with each other, so you don't have to use all of these dies together. One die from there can be used with another die from there, and so on. So the versatility is massive.
It is. So what you're going to see is just a brief overall of what you can do with the individual die sets. But put your crafting head on and think of all the different configurations that you can make by mixing them together, OK?
And think of all the flowers you can make out of them as well.
So you've got all those there. You've got all your outside edges, all your interior cuts, all that fancy, modern, vintage effects with those ones.
Yeah, like you said, mixing the two together doesn't normally work. It does with this.
It does. They look absolutely lovely. So, Hey Blossom sentiment in there. Your base core flowers, so they're what we made those flowers with.
Yep.
You've got all those gorgeous outside edges, and these will work on any size card, whether you're doing them on an 8x8, 7x7, 6x6, 5x7, side cut, DL, whatever you want to use them on. You can pull different elements out to fit any size card.
I think they're stunning. They really are. And to get this amount of dye for your money, just paying £24.99 today, plus your P&P if you're not a Freedom member, to get all of those home to play with. You'll absolutely adore them. Obviously, you've got big dies here, but you've also got the smaller ones as well. So you don't have to just make big cards all the time. You can certainly make smaller ones, different size ones. Here we've got a few more finished cards.
Fancy shaped cards, double aspect cards, pretty pink on pink. You've got that die in the centre, maybe twist it like a Spirelli effect.
Yep.
Maybe you just want the sentiment in the middle. You know, do you like to use your powders? You know, all the different techniques with the backgrounds, half-cut sides. Now, literally dies that have cut in half and placed on either side. They could actually match in the middle with a little tie ribbon, even down to the little diddy ones.
So they're totally versatile.
They
and
are.
you can make banners out of them, wall hangings out of them if you wish. I mean, this is really, really cute. That up against the wall, maybe in the kitchen, would look absolutely lovely. So it doesn't have to be cards. It could be for
I like that
interior
one.
decor.
I think that's my favourite.
That is lovely.
Love that one.
That is lovely.
Very neutral, new start, key to the door, all those different ones. Maybe you want to do mixed media. Once again, that flower is actually made from these dies as well. So look at the depth you've got on that one.
And congratulations, someone's won something or achieved something. It then suddenly becomes a rosette, and actually you can actually make rosettes to wear.
Yeah. With no
Why not?
problem.
Yeah. So maybe you do like competitions, that sort of thing.
I like that colour configuration. Look at that. Salmon pink and navy blue with gold.
Classy.
Good, isn't it?
Dead classy.
Like that.
£24.99 then gets you the one-day special today. Jodie's back at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock for final call as well, but 70% of the entire day stock of the one-day special is gone. I'll see you a bit later on with Sheena this afternoon. I'm also doing a craft price drop online only at 11 a.m. this morning, so craftpricedrop.com. Join us if you can, if you fancy getting a bargain or two in that show. That will be on the website only, though. But whatever you do, go for either the toolkit and the extra embellishments we've got on the show today, but don't miss out on your one-day special, going very, very fast. 911 581. Catherine's on the way next. See you later.
Bye.
Yes, daisy chain designs are on the way in just a second with Catherine. Let All and Create Loose is coming up in an hour's time. And then we've got Crafting with Clarity a bit later too, all coming up this morning here on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Katie from Sizzix, and I've been crafting since I had my first daughter 16 years ago. I've been in the craft industry now for 5 years, and in that time I've become a creative designer and worked with many companies. I'm really pleased to be working for Sizzix and to be on Hochanda to bring you inspiration and education and show you how to get the best from our machine and our dies. With Sizzix, the possibilities are endless, and we want to show you how. So don't forget to tune in for my shows with Sizzix here on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Sue Baker, the founder of Imagination Crafts. We're delighted to have partnered with Crafters Companion to bring you an even greater variety of crafts. I hope you'll join me to experience the joy of mixed media crafting together on Hochanda.
This fantastic pack of versatile, high-quality 280 GSM A4 cardstock is ideal for all your paper crafting needs. With 40 sheets, you'll have more than enough to explore and experiment with this great crafting resource. To stock up now, check out www.hochanda.com.
Hello and good morning. I'm Catherine Goldsmith and I'm joined by the ladies from Daisy Chains Design. We've got Sue and we've got Gail. Lovely to see you, ladies.
Morning.
So our first show together. I'm really looking forward to it.
Exciting.
So we've got lots to show you, but first tell us a little bit, if one of you wants to tell us a little bit about Daisy Chain Designs.
Oh, well, Daisy Chain was started quite a few years ago now by me in a very small way and just selling patterns. And over the years, I've been lucky enough to work with and meet lovely Gail and Sue, who design patterns and kits as well. And that's really where we are with Daisy Chain now. And we appear on Hochanda about every 4 weeks or so.
Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. The designs today are really exciting. Right, Gail, you are going to be doing some demos for us today, aren't you?
I just want to show everybody how easy it is to make these flamingos and cushions.
I'm really looking forward to that. So I'll let you go over and get ready and we'll have a little look at what we've got here.
Yes.
Now this, okay. Dial now or get on the website now. These are going to be so popular. Look at this. Now, first thing I'm going to say is that this is a set.
It is.
So you're getting both patterns here.
Both patterns to make both sizes of the large and the small flamingo. And also, because it's summer and the sun is shining for most of us, we've also gone for the pineapple theme as well. So effectively, we've got 4 projects you can do in the 1-2 pattern set.
Really gorgeous. Right, let's have a look at flamingos first, shall we?
Lovely,
I love these. So what you're getting is the patterns to make these, the large one and the smaller one. Look at that! The details.
She's surpassed herself, hasn't she, this time, Gail?
Absolutely.
She doesn't like me sort of praising her too much. She doesn't like it, but I think she really has really done incredibly well with these. And they are just everywhere. I mean, everywhere you go in the shops, there are flamingos everywhere, aren't there?
It's so true. It's very on trend right now. And actually, you think about how much you could use these. They'll look gorgeous in your living room, but also little girls' rooms as well, things like that. Or if you've got a little dressing room, they'll be really lovely in there, I think.
Caravan, you know, motorhome, something like that. You know, real
like that,
talking point, or just something for the garden. You know, they're just adorable, aren't they?
They would be sweet in the garden as well, wouldn't they?
They really would be
that.
lovely in the garden.
We'll try and balance them there.
Yes, they sort of nestle to each other. They're lovely.
do, don't
And I
they?
will just point out, Catherine, as well. This girl is always she's always quite clever at using different fabrics. So so there's a lovely little close up here of her eye. And this fabric here is a furry fabric. It would equally work well in fleece. And then if you do want to make it in ordinary fabric, then the smaller flamingo, that's also worked in the cotton fabric as well. So you know, the choice is yours as to really what you want to work in.
I like that as well, because actually you're getting a pattern, which means that you can make as many or as few as you like. And also it's totally up to you. Do you know what? If you want to make a green flamingo, you make yourself a green flamingo.
Exactly.
So that's the wonderful thing about getting the pattern and being able to start with that. I'll show you the patterns in a moment, but we also get the pattern for these, which is the bag and the cushion.
It is in the pattern set as well. And again, I'm going to just pull the cushion out slightly so we can just see, because what Gail's done here again is given everyone really good value for money, and that's what we always try to like to give people. Lots of projects and lots of ideas, but we've got two very different techniques in these cushions, Catherine. The one I'm looking at here, this is a chenille technique where you layer up fabric and then you cut it on the bias, and this is what gives it this sort of really lovely texture. So that's one technique that you'll learn how to do if you haven't done that before. And then the bag that you're holding there is a woven technique, and again that's a slightly different look. And again, Gail loves to use different fabrics and lots of different sparkly ideas, and this particular technique I should say works really well for using some really lovely bright fabrics. So they are really nice, aren't they? And again, you can mix and match. If you want the woven pineapple as a cushion, you can do that. If you want the chenille to, you know, you can mix and match around.
And once you've learnt those techniques, you've got them then.
Absolutely.
And you know how to do those and apply them to others. I will tell you, nearly 10% of the stock's gone already. 3 minutes into the show. So I did say, didn't I?
You did.
Sometimes I know what I'm talking about. Only occasionally. Don't try and make a habit of it. So, you know, make sure you're coming in fast with these. Just to let you know, the item number is 674139. The price is $13.99 for, well, essentially you're getting sort of 4 patterns here. So that's really amazing. Now, let me just show you this, because this is the booklet that you've got here. Now, it actually opens up this way. Here we go. And if I just pick a page at random, you can see the information you're getting there. So step by step, you've got little pictures there as well. So really easy to follow. And we have got, if I can find it. Oh, let's show you that as well, because you've got actually see more pictures there. Really beautiful.
Sew, how to do ladder stitch. You know, there's lots of Gail's really excellent at pattern writing, and again, you know, we just do try to fill people with as much information as possible.
Absolutely gorgeous. So we are very, very busy. I just wanted to show you sort of, you get the pictures, you get the patterns there, so it's really simple and easy to follow. So do keep going through for those. Extremely popular already. Right, now something else as well that's already busy. If we move on over,
slide over.
We've got this gorgeous flamingo cushion, and again, I think you'd have to get both, wouldn't you?
I think you definitely need to have these as well. And what we've done with this one, Catherine, is first of all, I'm going to just pick it up, if that's okay, and turn it around. So on the front, you've got these two sort of love heart flamingos, which obviously form a bit of a heart shape with their necks, which is very clever. And then if I turn it round, it says flamingo on the back with some little flamingos. So what we've done here is you could make 2 cushions with it if you don't want to put one on the back. As Gail said, the reason she put it on the back is sometimes in the studio we're a bit stuck for space. It's a bit,
and we're peering over the top.
We're peering over the top. And what we've done with this set is we've actually teamed it up with what I call a felt starter kit. So you've got your different pink felts, and you've got your turquoisey blue where there is that little pool they're standing in, and then the orange felt for their legs. So it's a starter kit. It doesn't include the actual fabric for the cushion, because you can make that up in whatever colourway you like.
That's quite nice, because it can tie in with your room then.
It does, exactly. So if you know, if you say you've got a green, you know, a room with green in more or orange or whatever, you know, you can personalise it to your own taste of colour.
Absolutely.
But you do get the exact same felts that Gail's used in here to get you started, so you know the colours right.
Absolutely. So you have those felts, you've got the pattern obviously for 2 cushions if you would like, and of course you've then got that pattern for life too. You get the felt starter kit, but then of course the pattern is there for you forever. The item number is 936915, and it is $13.99 if you'd like that. And again, 10% gone already. A few minutes into the show, so we are very, very popular. As I said, I think, could you really resist only getting one and not the other? I mean, you can really make a theme.
You could make a real little flamingo theme going on, couldn't you?
Really
Absolutely. No, they are fun.
And of course, so popular at the minute. Pineapples, flamingos, bang on trend. Gail's got it just
oh,
the nail on the head.
She's a clever girl. And last month we had unicorns, and again they were just we sold out, you know, very quickly of those. So again, she's very clever at spotting what's in the shops and then sort of picking up on it and making something with it. I have the ideas, but I never seem to get around to do
That's the key, isn't it? You think, well, it'd be nice to do something with that. And
exactly.
So I'll just show you the back of the cushion one more time, because you can make this cushion as well. You can make 2 different cushions. So just to show you that one last time, and that is what you can make. Right, and we have here, now these are always extremely popular.
Yes.
They're just gorgeous.
We've been had them on a couple of times before and sold out each time. And I think again, I think what's interesting with baby things is, you know, whereas somebody isn't interested in something babyish, maybe the last time we took it on air, often, you know, you get these lovely little surprises from a family member going, guess what? I'm expecting a baby, and you know, so I always think these are just great. You know, sort of a go-to project for, you know, there's always some family member or friend
isn't there?
having
There's
a baby.
Always someone, and they're just gorgeous. I mean, you definitely can't go to the shop and buy something like this as well. That's what I think. Of course, you can go and buy baby gifts, but actually, these are so beautiful, so unique. The detail in here, and then to have it made by yourself.
I think that's always very special when someone's gone to the trouble of making it.
It really is. So the code on those is 897194 if you'd like those. £9.99, and you've got the pink and the blue here. I mean. It works either way, doesn't it? And you get the message as well, don't you?
So basically, I'll just run through what everyone's getting at home. They've got the pattern, and again, to make the teddy, and also the technique to do all the nice work around the edge. And then what we also have included in here is one of the metal rings, because that's what actually the whole wreath is built upon. So the fabric choice and colour is up to you, because, you know, sometimes you do know what you're having, sometimes you don't. And also included in the pattern as well is the little sentiment there that girls included saying new baby.
Lovely.
So if you don't necessarily want to put in boy or girl, you can. And again, the colours are up to you. I know quite often now people tend to use quite bright colours for babies. So you could do it in lovely primary colours, you know, reds and blues and yellows and greens. Or you can go with the traditional pink or blue.
Yeah, absolutely. So it is totally up to you. Again, 897194, just £9.99 for those. Very, very busy. We are super busy now, and these, of course, have been extremely popular in the past. So just make sure you're going through. You can give us a call, or you can go on the web. And if you would like to see anything from today's show, we do have a few other products available as well. You can go to hochanda.com, and essentially you get straight to the homepage. And if you just scroll underneath where we're playing on there, you can actually see all of the items there, and you can see what we have just shown you. And there's a couple of other bits and pieces as well. We've got some 5-star reviews there as well. So if you would like to have a look at those, you know that they've been tried and tested. You know that other shoppers at Hochanda have absolutely loved them as well. So do make sure that you're going through, having a look through all of those as well. So here we are with Gail.
Hello.
Hello. You look like you've been busy.
I have. I just want to share with the viewers now on how easy this technique is to do, because I know some people will look at the finished samples and they think, oh, I don't use the sewing machine a lot. I don't know what to do. So I just want to reassure everybody that it looks complicated, but actually it's really simple.
Good. So that's what we like to hear.
So I'm just going to go through a few little things. First of all, the templates. So I advised in the pattern that you glue all your templates onto card. I find that this is a nice shiny card, but I actually normally just use cereal packets or you know, just any you know, packaging will work fine. I apply a load of Pritt stick to the back of my paper pattern. I then glue it onto my card and then cut out, and then that gives me something nice and firm to cut around. The second thing I want to explain to people is I don't use fancy marking pens. I just use a normal biro, and then when I draw around my template, I draw on the back of the felt, so that when I cut out, I can turn it over, and then any residue pen marks won't be seen. If you've got fancy pens, pens. You can use fancy pens, but if not, a normal biro will work.
That's what we like to hear, making it nice and simple.
Yeah. And then the next thing I want, if you look at the sample that you're holding in your hand there, you can see I do teach a lot of quilting, and I do a lot of quilting,
Yes.
so I often quilt the background of my cushions. Now, not everybody wants to quilt, so that's fine. You can just use a heavier weight fabric, so, you know, fabric of your choice. But if you like quilting, it is explained in the pattern, and then I just talked to you about the fact that you use 3 layers of fabric.
Okay.
So the back fabric will be inside the cushion, so it can be something cheap and cheerful. And then you use some wadding or batting, whatever you call it, or you can use some felt or fleece. It's just there to give a little bit of thickness. And then your top fabric. So that's why I wanted to show you this part with the 3 separate pieces. And you can see here I've free motion quilted. Some people like that, some people don't. So the sample you're holding is just done with a walk-in foot, so just simple straight lines. Okay, so that's that bit. Then the flamingos are just made from felt, and their feathers are made from folded felt.
Yeah.
So I'll just explain to you about the folded felt.
And the felt comes with the kit as well, doesn't it?
It does. Everything, all the felt is included for the front of the cushion and the back of the cushion as well. So I would make 2 cushions because I think the back would just be wasted against your sofa.
Yeah.
So so I think, well, why not make 2? But just the ease of being in the studio, I just made the one.
Yeah.
Now, because I've got a rotary cutter and I've got a ruler and a mat and everything, you might not, okay? So when I ask you to cut 2-inch squares of felt, what you can do is if you just cut yourself a strip of card, okay, at 2 inches, and then you lay it on your felt, and then you draw along, and then you can turn it the other way and draw the other way.
You've got all the shortcuts, haven't you? I like it.
Then you can just cut your little squares with a pair of scissors. If you've got a rotary cutter like me, then you'll just cut strips, subcut the strips into squares. Once you've cut the strips into squares, okay, you then need to cut them into triangles. And this is how all his little feathers are made. So I'm going to show you now how to sew his feathers, or her, whichever.
Yeah.
I suppose I should say her, really, because she is pink.
Yeah.
So
I think we must have a girl and a boy.
I think it must be him and hers. They're definitely in love. So with my little triangles of felt, I take my triangles of felt, and then I fold them over. So if you just, it looks a lot more complicated than it is. Just fold the ends over, can you see there? And then what you'll find is if I turn it over this way, then you can see it's straight on the back, and then I've got some little tails. So what I'm looking to do is sew along that straight line there. Okay, pop it onto the machine. I'm just going to use a zigzag stitch. The reason that I use a zigzag stitch is zigzag is very forgiving. Because it moves back and forth, you've got a good chance of catching all the edges of the...
And I suppose when it's small and fiddly, that really helps, doesn't it?
Exactly. And another thing, a little tip, what I like to use is I quite often use cuticle sticks, not to do my nails, but for sewing, because I find if you've got little fiddly bits, you can use your cuticle stick then to help pop it under the machine if you need to push it.
I see.
And the beauty of the cuticle stick is because it's wood, if you do catch it with the needle, then the cuticle stick will break and it won't break your needle. Whereas if you pop your scissors or something under there, you're liable to break or dull the needle. So I just pop a few of these through the machine. This is called chain piecing because we're forming a chain. And then when I've got a nice long chain of them, I take them out of the machine, take a pair of scissors, and then just snip them apart, like so.
So simple and easy there. And of course we've got, that is making the ruffles here, the beautiful feathers that we've got here. That's what Gail is making here, so really beautiful look. Now this is super popular. It's one of our most popular items on the show. Over a quarter of the stock has gone already. 936915 if you like this, just $13.99. And you get the felts here as well. It's so on trend, this sort of look. I think it will fit so many different places in your house, whether you're jazzing up your living room or your conservatory, or maybe it's for a little girl's room as well. And you can make 2 cushions as well, so you've got sort of a matching pair there. And if you were to get the other set with the flamingo shape cushions as well, you could really create a beautiful theme too. So, I mean, I think this is the sort of gift that's great for anyone, really. I mean, it's fun, it's playful. I think your teenage daughter would like it. I think your 5-year-old daughter would like it. I think, you know, your sister who's 53 might like it. You know, it's one of those sort of fun contemporary designs, and it's going to go almost everywhere, I think.
Exactly. You could also apply it to a bag if you wanted. So just because I've put it on a cushion, it doesn't mean that that limits you. You've got the design. It's up to you to go wherever you want with it. So you can maybe put it on a bag, or in the end of the pattern I actually explain how I've split the flamingos up, so you could have 2 separate cushions, one either end of the sofa, with them sort of looking at one another.
Very, very versatile.
So the possibilities are endless.
Oh wow, a third of the stock is now gone. These are flying out. Can flamingos fly? They can, can't they?
They can indeed.
Yes, they can. So they're flying out. It worked. My cheesy pun worked.
Yeah, well done.
Right, let's get back to the story.
I had to think about it myself then. As the ostrich,
the difference between me and you is that you stopped yourself and I did not.
Well done. That's the power of live TV.
Yeah.
So once you've made all your little spikes, I suggest you make them all before you start applying them. And you can see from my my example here, I've got them facing one another now. What I suggest you do is I do mention this in the pattern, leave a little gap there, because when you apply the rest of his and her beak, the black pieces and the cream, you want some space to still be able to sew. So don't nuzzle them too close together. And then most people are interested in how I apply the spikes. So I just want to show that to you. So just as a little tip, when you lay them on, okay, I don't glue or pin them at this point. I'll just try and get my hand out of the way. If you lay them this way, overlapping this way, the way we're going to sew, I probably should have done the one the other side. I'm not making this easy for the... should I just move? I'm not sure where to move that to, sorry. Okay, so I just move my hand out of the way. And I have made this really difficult for everybody.
It's all right, we can see.
Okay. Overlap them in the way that they're going to go through the machine, so that way you don't pick... they don't curl up on themselves. Does that make sense to you? I'm sure everybody out there listening understands what I'm on about.
I'm sure they do. I've got it, so they must have.
And then I just use a slightly wider zigzag. Now this is quite a lot of bulk going through your machine, okay? So don't be scared when you do that, and just take your time. And again, with my little stick, I wonder if I'm just going to go with it this way. I'm not sure if I turn it you'll be able to see any closer. And just take your time, and with your little stick you can help push the felt down out of the way. And it really is just as easy as this. I will be demoing with the other flamingo a similar technique. So don't worry if you can't see it that clearly. I'll make it easier in the next one, and then I'll just rotate round and then just continue to the end, and we've just got another row of their feathers on, and then you just continue across. What I do mention in the pattern is lots of people worry about how many that I used, what order did I put them in. Don't worry about any of that. That's all you want to do, is you just want to cover the body. So if you look at both of mine that are on there, they're not exactly the same, so don't worry about that. Just enjoy yourself placing them. You can place them in rows if you want. You can just do whatever
it actually
you
works
like
quite nice in a sort of random pattern, doesn't it? It sort of looks more natural almost. And you designed this pattern. Where did your inspiration come from?
Well, some of the viewers who've seen me before will know that I've made some hedgehogs in the past, and I've made some Christmas wreaths and that. So the technique of folding the felt I developed some years ago, and then my sister really wanted flamingos, so then I thought, oh, what shall I do? How can I make them, and how can I make them look like they've got feathers instead of just applying a flat one down? So I just utilised some knowledge from another pattern, and then...
so you made for your sister. That's really nice.
Yeah, she can't wait for the show to be over so she can have them.
Yeah, I bet. Well, they are extremely busy. Half the stock has gone for this. And again, you're getting the pattern and you're getting the felt to create this side and this side. So you can make it double-sided or you can make 2 cushions. It's absolutely up to you. So if you would like this item, the number is 936915. And it is just £13.99. You're getting, as I say, the pattern, and you are getting the felts to put on top of there as well. So it just is so simple and easy to do. Now, Gail did just mention the hedge pigs there. They have sold out time and time again. They've been very, very popular. So these are available now. They're actually they're on the set. So if you've got any questions about them, we can show them to you. They're the hedge pigs. They're £10.99, and you get the pattern and then that base fabric, which you create the body of your hedge pig with. So really gorgeous look that you have there. And do go through if you would like those. Again, 582769 if you would like those. Right then, this set is also very, very busy. So we have our flamingo shaped cushions, and we've got this totally tropical set, which is the pineapple designs, a bag and a cushion, which of course are interchangeable in the patterns, or you can make 2 cushions if you prefer. And this is an incredible set. You're getting both patterns here. So you're getting the pretty in pink and the totally tropical for £13.99. But nearly a quarter of this stock has gone. Nearly a quarter of the stock. And do you know what's wonderful about this? Again, bang on trend. You're seeing, actually, in a lot of decor, high-end decor shops, you're seeing the pineapples, the flamingos, absolutely everywhere. So not only, whereas before you might have thought, okay, maybe for the child's bedroom, actually now, these are on trend everywhere. This is going to look beautiful in your house, and they are just stunning. We've got a lot of people coming through. Let me pick the flamingos up so you can see them. I mean, look at the detail on here, and you're getting all the instructions to make both of these. And of course, you've got that pattern for life then. You can make as many of these as you want. You know, I think you'll start getting requests. Once people see these in your house, people are your friends and family are going to come around and say, oh, can you just make me one of those, please? Can I just have one of those? And I think you're going to find yourself making a lot of these. So they're absolutely stunning. And of course, you can make them in whatever colour you want that goes. If you've got red in your house, you can make them red if you'd like. It's as simple as that. And then, of course, you get the bag and the cushion in the pineapple patterns. And again, you've got lovely techniques to learn here with the pineapples, the way they're created, beautiful textures. And, you know, if you're newer to sewing or if you haven't done these techniques before, you're going to be taught how to do that in the pattern. And then not only can you use these patterns again and again, but you can use these techniques again and again as well. So £13.99 for the whole set. 674139 if you would like those. So absolutely a gorgeous set for you there. Right. Now, we do have plenty more to show in the show, don't we? We've got lots going on. And if you see anything around the set, we've got a lot of cushions and things around the set. If you see anything you like the look of, send us a message in. It's studio@hochanda.com, and we should be able to show you and flash up the details for you. So if you'd like to see anything, please do let us know. Right, what do we have here?
Oh, we have Little Petite Street, which
I love it.
I'm obsessed with houses. I love them. I always have done. And I designed this, and it has been on the show before, but I just thought because it was popular, I'd bring it back again. And again, for people who maybe haven't done a lot of sewing or beginners to patchwork, this is a nice little project. It's very achievable. And so there were 2 things with it. I thought you could either make it into a cushion, or if you don't want the cushion, you can make it as a little wall hanging. And it's a complete kit. So you get all of your fabrics, you get the wadding, as Gail explained, which is the thing that goes in the centre, and then you get your backing fabric as well. So if you want to make the cushion, you will have to buy a cushion pad, but otherwise there is enough fabric in there to make either the wall hanging or the cushion.
That's lovely.
And again, it was funny when I was making it. Originally, I think I started off making this one with the little, what I call the wibbly wobbly house. Can you see they go up and down on the hill? And as because I tend to do a lot of my applique and do it actually on the ironing board. And as I came in, my husband Daniel said to me, "Oh no, I don't like those wibbly wobbly houses." So he then started playing with them, and so he set them up backwards and forwards straight. So I thought, thanks for that. Now I've got to make it too.
Thank you very much for that extra work.
But I do think it's quite nice. And again, you know, you can make it like a little village, so you can sort of set them out. I mean, again, you don't have to stop as a cushion, although you've only got enough fabrics in the kit. If you really enjoyed making it, you can use the templates and make your own little village up. You can make a little wall hanging, all sorts of ideas, you know. And again, we just put a collection of fabrics together, which I thought worked really well. Sort of reds and greens work really nicely.
So you get all the fabric for that, and then of course you get the pattern and the instructions as well. So again, you can make one for yourself, and then if you know someone who's moving into a new house or something like that, you can then buy some more fabrics, and you've got the pattern forever.
You've got the pattern forever. Wibbly wobbly or straight, the choice is yours.
Exactly, I like that as well. I like the technical term, wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, that's good. I made that one up. That was quite good.
It's a good one. 224104 is the item number. You're getting a special price today, a £17.99. You're saving £4 on that today, so a really great time to be buying this one
nice
too.
Little kit,
and just lovely. And again, I think really great for beginners.
Yes.
I mean, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, I might be able to do that. And I'm very, very much a novice. So.
Oh, no, it is. It's very achievable. It's done with simple stitch applique with fusible webbing. So again, the idea, behind that is that you don't have to worry about turning any edges under. You just cut it out exactly on the size, bond it down with a fusible webbing, and then you can stitch around it.
Perfect. So do keep going through for that. Again, very popular. Now, next up, we have got this. I love this. Actually, a very useful thing to make.
Very useful. I love. In fact, I haven't said hello to our lovely Sue today. Our other friend Sue. She's at home. In fact, I think she's looking after her grandson today.
Oh, nice.
First time because Mum's gone back to work. So good luck, Sue. Hope you're doing well. She'll be with me. Actually, we're actually going to be at Detling on Saturday.
Oh, fabulous.
Yes, I know Dave was talking to Jodie in the last show about it. And not only are we doing it, we're doing a live Hochanda at 2 o'clock. So we'll be competing with Megan.
Oh yes, there is that. Well, it's fine. We'll watch you. Watch Megan on repeat.
Yes, watch Megan on repeat. Watch us. It's much more fun.
All the photos will be everywhere.
And Sue will be with me there at Detling. So that'll be fun as well. Yes, so that's lovely. But she designed this lovely little basket with her little grandson in mind.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And it's just so sweet, isn't it? With the little ducklings and then the little mummy ducklings and the babies all in a row behind. And then if you look inside,
this is such a sweet little detail.
Little feet, little orange feet. So again, and what I think is very useful with this bag again is she's designed it with lots of pockets in it. So around the edge here, can you see each of these are little pockets?
Such a good idea.
Which is really nice. Again, just very useful for, as you say, for baby bits and pieces.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea. For example, if you are sort of going to the grandparents, and often I think grandparents end up with a lot of stuff at their house anyway. But if you're thinking of putting a few toys in, a few bits and bobs, this is a great sort of thing. Instead of taking a huge big change bag or something like that, if you just need to take a few bits and bobs, pop the toys in there, got your different pockets, a really great thing to take with you.
I love it. And again, it'll make a lovely gift for some,
so
some small child,
really
someone
useful.
expecting a baby.
Yeah, and I think it could be for someone expecting a baby, or you know, a little toddler, fill some nice things in there for them. It would be a really nice gift for them.
Definitely.
So you're getting the pattern here, and you're also getting this stiffener.
That's
as well.
right. Yeah, it's just to set you off. We don't have this as a kit, but we do have it as I say, what I call a starter kit. So the actual bag the bag is constructed from a product called pelmet violin, and the great thing with pelmet violin, Catherine, is you can sew through it. So it's really easy. It's strong, but it's pliable. So you can iron it if there's a crease in it. So we include this in there, and there's enough in here to make the basket and with a base as well. So it just gets you off and running.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you can make it again in the colours that you like, which I think is really great. So 646221, that's £12.99 if you'd like to buy that. And again, it's the pattern and the stiffener for you as well. So it really gets you going, gets you started. And then, you know, a lot of us have, you know, I know a lot of you have cupboards full of fabric. I know.
Not me.
Got those ready to go. Oh yeah, I believe that. So do go through if you would like that as well. Okay, now we've got this really beautiful set here as well. And these are a lovely idea, and they look again very achievable, and they'll be really impressive in your home.
They are, and this set is designed by an American friend of mine called Rachel Pellman. Her company is Rachel of Greenfields, and she has been designing patterns even before I set up Daisy Chain. So she's been going quite a few years. And what I love with Rachel's work, again, is they're small little projects, very achievable. And in this pattern set, we've included lambs because there's lots of lambs around at the moment, aren't they? So twin lambs, and the twin lambs are actually worked with felt. So all of the applique on the twin lambs are all felt. So that's easy. You just basically cut the shape out and just stitch around it. With the Rise and Shine rooster, again, you could use that same technique, but this applique technique is called needle turn, and that's where you take the fabric, you have the seam allowance, and then you just catch it under and hand stitch around. So both of these are hand projects. So if you haven't got a sewing machine or you want to try some handwork, then this is a really lovely way of starting off, and both the patterns are included.
And again, you can learn new techniques like with the pineapple bags before. If you are quite new to sewing and maybe you haven't got your sewing sewing machine, if you are quite new, then this is the way you can learn some new techniques. And again, once you've made those, you have these patterns again and again. You can switch up the colours if you wanted to make them to go in a theme. Maybe, you know, I can see the little lambs maybe in a child's bedroom, sort of counting sheep, sort of.
Yes, absolutely. You can rearrange them, couldn't you, as a little row of jumping over a little
so once,
style.
Yeah,
or
once
something.
you get your confidence, you can really actually use these patterns again and again. So if you would like these, the code is 619357, £13.99 for both sets there. So that's really great value. You're getting both of those patterns again for life. So give us a call or go to hochanda.com to make sure you're getting these. The show is now very busy. Lots of people on the lines. If you want to avoid the queues on the phone lines, hochanda.com is the best place to buy. Of course, you're skipping all of those queues, so you can go straight through and get. And also you can see everything that's available. You can see we're scrolling through there. So if you're not sure, if you've forgotten, or you want to see what else is available from Daisy Chain Designs, then do go on the web and you should be able to find those quite easily for yourself. Right, hello Gail.
We're back with some more flamingos.
We are, more flamingos. Can't get enough.
So first of all, I want to talk fabric. So you've got the lovely fur fabric there, and that's called Minky or Cuddle. So you can have a nice
I like that that's called that. Yeah, it's beautiful.
And the one that I've got is just made out of normal cotton. So what I want to assure people is they can use whatever fabric that they've got to hand. You could make it out of felt, flannel, you could use fleece, this lovely minky, just normal cotton. But what I will say is what really helps with the construction of this is if they actually put some interfacing on the back.
Okay.
So some iron-on interfacing. So to begin with, I took my pattern. And if we look at the pattern, so if you look at the flamingos, I've got them facing in opposite directions. Yeah. So the reason I did that is I wanted to assure people that they don't have to have it facing the way that I did it. You can have them facing whichever way you want. And to make it face the other direction, then you just turn the pattern over the other way. And then you will find on the pattern, you can see that I've got the beak, and if you look at the pattern, the beaks face in different directions, and that's to make up for the fact that if you wanted to face to the right or you wanted to face to the left, the beak will be going in the right direction. And the same with the eyes that's also in the pattern. And then another thing I want to share is if you notice that when I've cut out the pieces for the beak, they are actually slightly larger than the actual pattern. You can see it covers it. If I just put it this way around, can you see that it's larger than the pattern? And the reason for this is when you come to draw your pattern onto your fabric, you'll have a seam allowance, and I want these pieces to go into the seam allowance. I don't want them just to be stuck on the front. So it might sound a little bit complicated while I'm explaining it, but you'll be able to see when you make the pattern. And again, with my pattern, you can see I've stuck it onto card.
And you can see that there, it's just a beautiful, neat seam there. Just to remind you as well, we have the other flamingo cushion, which is just here. I just want to give you a quick reminder because 70% of the stock's gone. 70%. So we're only half an hour into the show. Make sure you're quick. Again, it's a pattern where you can make two cushions. So Gail's done a reversible one for you here, but you can make two out of those. You get the felt to make all of that, but then you make the choice on whatever background fabric you have. Right, we're now approaching 3/4. 936 915 13.99. Go through if you'd like that one sooner rather than later. Right.
Okay. So when you cut out your pattern, it does explain this. Everything's in the pattern, so don't panic. When I've drawn around the line, I've just left a margin beyond there. Don't worry whether you cut that very straight or not, or how big a gap you leave, because when you come to sew the flamingo together, you're actually going to sew on your drawn line. So the important bit is where you draw, not how sort of raggedy this edge is, but this is what's going into your seam allowance. And if we look at the fabric that's on the front of the flamingo now, I chose to do the flamingo in organza this time, because I just think it's lovely. It's super shiny. It comes in lots of different colours and lots of shades. The challenging thing with organza is it is a little bit stretchy. So I want you to cut squares out of it, and you can see this is a super shiny one. And then if I just get a plain one as well for you to have a
And it catches the light beautifully, doesn't it, as well?
It does, but it's a little bit challenging when you cut it out, okay? So it moves around a little bit, so you can see it's stretching in every direction there. So when you come to cut it, don't worry. If it's stretched a little bit, if it's not an exact square, nobody's going to mind. Nobody's going to know, okay?
No.
So I don't want you to get too hung up on that. Again, just like with the other technique, I want people to cut out squares of their fabric. And this time, I want you to take the square, and then I want you to fold it. And actually, I'll do it with a darker one so that you can see it a little bit easier. Okay, fold it in half to make a triangle.
Yeah.
Now, when I made the hedge pigs, I actually explained that you take it to the ironing board and press that. Organza doesn't really like a hot iron, has a tendency to melt. So ironing it is not a good thing. So I just fold it again to make a triangle. You can see this part here. This is where all my raw edge is. So just like I did before with the other flamingo, I'm just going to fold this over now to make a point. You see, and this is what gives me this sort of like little cone shape. And then I turn it over. This is where my straight line is. Then I'm going to pop that under the sewing machine. So I do these one at a time.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to zigzag across there. While it's still under the machine, I'm going to take my next square, I'm going to fold it. You will just get quicker and quicker at this.
Yeah, quite therapeutic as well, I think, something like this.
And again, don't worry about the exact size. In the pattern, I explain roughly what size mine are, but you don't have to panic about that. And you'll just sit there, folding your fabric quite happily, folding it over, not worrying too much whether one's slightly bigger than the other one. And you can have great fun choosing all these different fabrics. I did. I was just, and there's quite a few people who come on Hochanda that actually sell organza. So if you look at the website,
have a look at the web.
There'll be loads available. And don't be scared of mixing in all the fabrics. Use as many or as few colours as you like.
Now, you did just mention the hedge pigs. So, just to show you this, these are the hedge pigs. They're always super popular, and once again, these are flying out the door. So this is the hedge pigs. You get the pattern, and you also get this sort of main backing fabric that you have that makes the body of the hedge pig. Really lovely design, and again, very similar techniques that you've got here. Just $10.99 if you'd like the hedge pigs pattern. 582-769 if you'd like those. So they're very busy. I just wanted to point them out again because, again, they're going up very quickly. Oh, and as if by magic.
As if by magic, here's another one.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
So if once you've, they're quite addictive. So most people that I know, well, once they've made one, they make several. So the one that you've got, the background fabric comes with the pattern.
Yeah.
But once you've exhausted that fabric, then this one that I made, this is an old pair of jeans.
Yes, that's so clever.
And these are all old shirts.
Wow.
So you can do some recycling as well. So you can make them personal to yourself. And just, I know hedgehogs are like a brownie shade, but
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it could be whatever colour.
Nice jazzy hedgehog.
Exactly. And also thinking about the flamingos, you can see these are all made in cotton. If you didn't want to use organza, then you could use cotton for your flamingos. And I have to be honest, now I've used the organza because I didn't think of the organza when I originally made the hedgehogs. I'm thinking a hedgehog would be nice in all golds and browns.
Yes, I was going to say goldy colours would be lovely.
It would be fantastic.
So do go through if you'd like those. Again, super busy. Basically everything on the show is really busy. So do please make sure that you are going through quickly if there's anything you'd like. I'd hate for you to miss out. Right, so we're doing our flamingo feathers.
We are indeed. So again, just like I showed you on the previous flamingo, it's the same technique. I'm then going to snip these apart, and then I'm just going to take off the excess, so you can see where my sewn line is, and then I'm just taking off the excess fabric because we don't need that. And you can see, and if we look at these two, this would be a good example. You can see that they're both slightly different sizes, and that doesn't matter. There's no problem at all. So don't. I hate it when people worry too much about things.
Yeah.
You're sewing, you're meant to be enjoying yourself, okay?
Very true.
You're not to be hung up. There's times to be hung up when you're doing precision quilting and dressmaking, and then there's times just to sit back and enjoy yourself and be a little bit more free with the way you sew.
And I think this is one of those projects where it is almost that bit therapeutic, doing all the feathers, doing all that, not worrying about it too much. It can just be a little bit of fun.
Exactly. I call these my in-between projects, so they're fillers. So I quite like a quick hit, so I like to be able to get up in the morning and by the end of the day sit back and go, I made that.
Yes.
Whereas when I'm in quilting and that, sometimes big projects take months to make, so these are nice to sort of fit in between, I think.
Yeah, that is lovely.
And also achievable to give away as well. You know, sometimes you make huge quilts and they cost so much money and so much time and that, but with this you could happily give it away. Now I'm going to turn this way so it makes it easier for you to all see. And again, I'm going to take these to my sewing machine. Okay, I'm going to pop them on, and I think it'll be easier for you to see this time. If I just pop this one on there and hold it down with my needle. Okay, when I lay these spikes on there, I'm going to tuck them underneath each other this way. The reason for that is, as the sewing machine foot goes over them, they'll lay flat. If I tuck them this way, as the sewing machine foot comes, they'll tend to kick back up. So it doesn't matter, okay, whether you put, which order you put them in, but it's just you get to know which is the easiest way to work. And another thing that I need to talk to you about is, you'll notice that I've started about a ½ inch away from the, if I just put my hand over that light because it's making it so bright, you can see that I've started about ½ inch away from the edge. The reason for this is, when I come to sew it together, I don't want all these little feathers sticking in my seam allowance. So don't be scared to keep well away from the edge. And again, with a zigzag stitch, I'm just going to sew these in place.
Perfect.
And I can keep adding them as I go along. I don't need to lay them all on there before I start.
That's good. You keep going as you go, and you can see here, if you look on this finished sample, that you actually have those feathers. They're quite away from the seam there, and that works perfectly, doesn't it? Because then they're not all getting trapped, it's not all messy, but it just looks beautiful and natural there, and you get that wonderful effect.
So
Love
I'm just going to pop that, because I want to explain one other thing to everybody watching as well. So some of the techniques that I use when I sew are not conventional. So normally with a pattern, you'd normally cut out the front and the back of the cushion at the same time. And for anybody who's done the hedge pig, they'll know where I'm going with this. I only cut one side, okay? I only cut the front, and the reason for this is, when I come to sew it together, if I just lay these two pieces together, you'll see from this, look how much bulk, and it doesn't sit quite flat. Now, if I cut two shapes and then I was trying to pin the edges really together, it would be quite challenging. But because I'm just going to sew this to a flat piece of fabric, it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm not worried so much. Everybody's screaming at the TV now saying she's got that fabric the wrong way round. I have. It would normally, I'm going to have to turn it round. Okay, because it would be right sides together. I can see them all shouting at the TV going, what is she doing there? So there we go, it's the right way round. So I put my flamingo right sides together, and then I would pin it on. Okay, but it does give me some wiggle room, so I haven't got to worry about matching up together. And then when it comes to the bottom part, you'll see how bulky this is and thick. So what I will do is, as I go along and sew, I just tuck them in with my fingers, and then you can see, look, it's pushed down flat. So don't panic, go around there slowly. I actually say in the pattern, take a deep breath, because this is the trickiest bit. I nearly said worst bit, but there's no bad bits to sew.
There's no worst bit.
So I will start, you leave a gap at the bottom so you can turn it, so you can see there. I'll just tuck them under with my fingers, and you can see it will sit flat, so it does go through the machine easy, but you can see now why, you can see with the stitching why I stopped so much short of that edge. So that's the one thing, if you're sewing, do you know what, if you do go right the way to the edge, then just take yourself a little seam ripper and then just take one of the the spikes out. And if you end up with any little bald patches, then you can just hand sew another one in. Yeah,
that's the beauty of this. I mean, it's so simple and easy to do, and if you just take a bit of time, even if you're a beginner, it's achievable. Just to remind you that this, as well as the flamingo patterns, you actually also get the patterns for these as well. You're getting all of this, so you're getting a bag and a cushion of the pineapples and the flamingo cushions as well, so you're getting this as a set, the patterns for everything you see here. So that's really impressive. And of course you could make 2 cushions or 2 bags or swap the designs. It's totally up to you. So you will get the whole set, both the patterns there, and it's really achievable, really easy to do. So 674139 is the item code, and it's £13.99 for both sets of patterns, for the tropical and for the flamingos as well. Now also we have got the hedge pigs. They are flying out. Over 40% have gone on the hedge pigs, so if you would like those, then make sure that you are going through. If you would like that one, it's £10.99, 582769. Always extremely popular, and no exception today. Now, some of the other items that we have on the show today, we've got some cushions here as well, and with the felt starter pack. Now, you did see those, they are actually out on the set today. You might have seen those as well, with the 2 colour options. So you've got the choice of a sunflower or the dahlia as well. £11.49 for that, 452141. So you've got the choice of either yellow sunflower or a pink dahlia, and you get the felts to make those as well. So really wonderful look that you've got there, and something a little bit different, something to add to your collection as well. And again, of course, once you've got the patterns are for life, so you can keep making them, buying more fabric and doing that way as well. Now, 85% of the stock on this item has gone. This is our first hour with it. It's not like we're 3 hours in this show. No, this is the first one, and 85% of the stock has gone. If you've just joined us and you like the look of it, let me tell you what it is. It's basically a starter kit where you get the pattern for this, and you get the felts as well. Now, the felts create this design and this design as well. Now, Gail's done this reversible simply for the ease of showing it to you on the TV. You can do it reversible if you like, or you can, of course, make 2 cushions. And, of course, you have got all the felts for you here. So if you would like, you can make it once, of course, with these felts, and then you have got the option of doing it again and again, because you've got that pattern with it. £13.99, 936 915 if you would like those. There is a show a little bit later on at 3 p.m. I can't guarantee that the stock of this will be, especially this one. Actually, a lot of this, especially the flamingos and the pineapples. But for this one, if you love it, I know that a lot of people wait to see all the shows and then buy. If you can today, I would urge you to go through and get this now, because it is extremely busy. 85% of the stock's gone. It's going to be limited. Okay, it's limited now. There we go. Right, that's it. Buy now, okay? If you want this, call now, go on the web. I don't think it's going to be here. I think I'm going to call this sold out soon. So I would go through if you'd like that. Right. Now, we have got, and Sue's going to come and join us again. Well, hello.
I floated in then, did you see?
You did, very elegant. And I love these. These are also very popular, always very popular, actually.
They are. Again, you know, as I said earlier, you know, sometimes you don't always have news of a new baby, and then suddenly you do. So I just think it's a really great sort of one to have as a sort of on your back burner. So
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, they are, and they're great fun. And again, Gail does some really lovely techniques, and with these, you know, you can work with fabric, you can work with organza or organza. You know, there's all different techniques and different types of fabric you can have fun with these, and you do obviously get the instructions straight, the adorable little teddies as well.
Yeah,
they're just so sweet, aren't they?
Beautiful.
Nice little faces, and she always has lovely faces.
You do get the pattern, and you also get the ring and the little new baby applique.
That's right. So you can actually applique, you can have baby girl, baby boy. So if I just move the pattern out, you can just see it. Sorry, it says baby girl and baby boy, but you've also got in there the words to say new baby as well. So you don't have to have boy or girl if you're not sure, or don't wish to, but it's just a really lovely sentiment to have. And again, you can do them in any colourway, which is why we're just setting you off with the pattern and also the metal ring, which the whole of the wreath is constructed on. This is the right size, although they actually look bigger. This is the correct size because the fabric fluffs it up.
And I can't believe they're just £9.99.
Yes.
I think that is really incredible value that you have there. Of course, you can reuse that pattern as well. But I think really lovely for someone who's had a new baby. Actually, you can hang that on the door, you know, be proud, new announcement. I think it's a really lovely thing. So the item number is 897194, just £9.99 if you would like that. So good luck and congratulations if you've already got that one. And I think, as you say, it's a good idea to keep it on the back burner.
It is. Yes, we keep hearing lovely news, and you know, babies are coming and sort of turn up in the family, or a friend, and you don't always want to make a quilt, you know, because that's quite a big commitment to make a quilt. It's, as we know, they take quite a lot of time. So to have something like that, as Gail said, you know, they're sort of what I call between projects. These, a lot of them are, you know, you might be working on a big project or a quilt, but these are just little things you can dip in and go, oh, I can make that. I can get that done,
and get it done,
and out, you know. And I love that. I mean, I've always got hundreds of projects on the go. All unfinished.
Yes, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, now we also have this, again, especially if we're talking about new babies. This is a lovely, lovely idea, this beautiful duckling little basket that you have here. And it comes with the pattern. You get the pattern and the stiffener as well.
It is, yes. The fabric choice and the colour is up to you. So again, you know, you can make it up if you know that you're working. Sometimes people like working with bright fabric, so you could make these sort of lovely and bright. You could make them in more pastel colours. You could make them in blues or pinks. You know, lemons. So again, when Sue designed this, she did go for more of a sort of a neutral colourway with this lovely sort of turquoisey blue, and then the mint inside as the lining. And as I say, for Holman, I feel like there's little tiny little duck paw prints. Paw prints, duck prints.
Yeah, duck prints.
You know what I'm trying to say.
What do you call duck feet? I guess just feet. Flippers?
Little feet,
web feet.
Yeah, webbed feet.
Like
yes, but
they're cute though.
Just a lovely little idea, isn't it? You know, just when they get to the bottom, it's like, oh, what's in there? You know, and again, the little ducklings around the edge. They've all got little slightly different faces as well. The one at the end's obviously swimming to try and keep up. So I keep moving on way. To keep up with his mummy. And again, you've got the nice applique there with the flowers over the top as well. So just a really nice project.
Absolutely. So that's £12.99. 646221 is the item number if you would like that one. So again, good luck. Go through if you would like that one. Now we also have, I think you've got a little soft spot for this.
Yes, Little Petite Street. Yes, yes. I'm a bit obsessed with houses. Always have been. And the last show with Sue and I made a lovely big quilt, all different houses and lighthouses and things like this. But this was more sort of thought it'd be more fun for, again, a between project, or for somebody, you know, who really wants to have a go at applique, never done it before. It's a really nice, easy project to get started with. And again, you've got the choice of wibbly wobbly, or the straight houses, as per my lovely Daniel.
And again, you can have the cushion or the wall hanging. 224104. And today we've got a special price on this one. It's £17.99. So you're actually saving some money there buying with us today. So really great idea, and some really fabulous ideas here as well. And Gail, if you want to come and join us as well, we're nearing the end of the show for now. We obviously do have another show later. So what are you going to be showing us later on?
We've got more of a tea theme later on.
So sounds lovely.
We'll be doing some little demos on a teacup and a lovely little sunflower sewing set.
Sounds very lovely. Okay. The announcement is the flamingo cushion, just the two of us that you're seeing here. Here we go. This has now sold out. That's it. Okay,
sorry,
so really well done if you've got one. Apologies if you missed out. It's sold out. I'm not surprised.
It's lovely.
We were saying earlier we thought it would be very popular.
I know, and Gail always, I know she's cringing when I say this, but what I love is her eyes are wonderful. You know, to get the expression on animals is particularly difficult, and to get them looking really nice.
Yes.
And she really has just done such a lovely job with them. They just look really sweet, don't they?
Yeah. So congratulations if you got one of those. Sorry if you missed out. The ladies are back at 3 p.m. So keep going through for what you're seeing on this show. Again, lots of them are very limited, so make sure you're going through, because we do have some different bits and bobs to show you later as well. So should be a really exciting show. So stay where you are. And again, of course, if you just caught the end of the hour, you can always watch on rewind as well. So really good idea to do that. Looking forward to the show at 3.
Yes, we are. And can I just say a quick hello to lovely Marcia and Etta. They're at school at the moment.
Hello.
And Etta's sitting her SATs this week.
Oh, good luck.
So well done, Etta. I mean, she's going to smash it. I know she is.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
well done to the both of them.
Yeah, really, really well done to you guys. Good luck. So keep going through it again, hochanda.com, or you can give us a call as well. If you go on the website, you can see everything that was available here today, and also some of the bits and pieces that are coming up later. So you've seen pieces sell out today. If you wanted to get ahead of the curve and grab those pieces before this afternoon's show at 3, it might be a really good idea to go and do that, I think. Yeah. So a good idea to get on the web and go through nice and quickly. So what do you think is your favourite one to sew here, the two of you?
Well, I'm a fan of this one. I know it's sold out now, but I really love this.
Yeah.
But I also love the 3D flamingos.
You can absolutely still get those pretty in pink and the tropical ones as well. What's your favourite then?
Yeah, well, I like the hedge pig.
Yes, the hedge pig.
Very popular.
Yeah. So do go through it again, and we have got. Wrong side. We have got some of the other ones available as well, so do go online. Well, thank you very much, ladies. It's been a wonderful first show to have with you. Nice again, the ladies are back at 3, so make sure you're watching then. But we've got so much coming up for you today, so stay exactly where you are. Stay with Hochanda, and I'll tell you what's coming up in just a mo. Okay, next up is
I love paper crafting because in a very short amount of time I can create a really beautiful piece of artwork that I'm very proud of, and I can then give it away to my friends and family. I love being on Hochanda because then I get to share all the techniques and tips that I have learned over the years. So join me for my tonic shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Pat.
And Mark.
From Totally Patched. We're a family-based business here in Shropshire. We've been established for about 20 years.
All of our kits come pre-cut, meaning all the fabric is cut for the actual people who want to make the items, whether they be cushions, bags, quilts, or anything else you want to cast your creative memory or mind into.
Most of the kits we produce we design ourselves. The design process is usually inspired by the fabric itself. We only use great quality fabrics, 100% cottons.
So, whether you're a beginner or an experienced sewer or quilter, we hope we've got something for all of you.
Make sure you come and watch us on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Tracy.
I'm Gary.
And we're from Paratex UK. Paratex is a liquid fabric sculpting medium which after 3 weeks drying time makes fabric weatherproof. We're looking forward to sharing the possibilities of that with you.
We've been travelling around the UK for just over 2.5 years. We're a small family run business. We've been showing everyone all about Paratex and what you can do with it.
I'm going to be doing lots of lovely demonstrations to show you what you can actually achieve with Paratex, and I hope that we can inspire you to create some wonderful things. So don't miss our shows
here on Hochanda.
Hello there, a very good morning. Here we are again. Welcome to Craft Price Drop Online. We do this every single day at 11 a.m. and it's great to have your company with you for the next hour. I'm Dave and you're in the right place to get some bargains. Now, Craft Price Drop is a falling price auction, okay? Basically, what you're going to see are some amazing items in the show at great prices, but what you'll see is the price starts to fall. Now, we've got some new things in the show that I've not seen before. I know they've been on Craft Price Drop before, but I haven't seen them, including these fantastic knitted
knitting kits that are in front of me here. And let me show you the details of them straight away, because here you've basically got kits that will allow you to make your very own stick family, a teddy and a dinosaur as well. So the details on the screen that you've got here, let's have a little look at them. The item number is at the top, which is 410320. Underneath that, you've got, of course, the description of the item itself, which are, of course, the 3 knitting and stitch kits. And then you've got, of course, the price that's above it. Now, that is the price that you should be paying for these. Now, I think that is a pretty good price anyway. $9.99 per kit to make your own stick family or whatever is fantastic. So $29.97 is the price that you should be paying. That's the price that you'd see them on our website for. Now, underneath that price in the white box is the price that it's starting to fall. It's going down by 3 pence at the moment. It'll go down a lot more, I'm sure, between now and the end of the auction. And then underneath that, at some point during the auction, you're going to see the quantity of that we have available. Now, the thing about the online version of Craft Price Drop is that sometimes we have very, very low availability. So when you see that stock level come up on the screen, that really is your warning sign to get in on the auction quickly. And the best way to purchase anything is to go to our website, craftpricedrop.com. That's the website that's best to use when we're just online only, craftpricedrop.com. Then you select the item that you want that's in the auction, put it in your basket, and then check out. Now, when you check out, that confirms your place in the auction. It doesn't confirm the price you've paid. It confirms that your place in the auction is safe. You've reserved one of those items by checking out. But what happens at the end of the auction is everybody pays the final low price that will be in that box just there. You'll hear our announcer say, price lock. That means that that's the price that everybody pays, plus the P&P of £4.95, unless you're a Freedom Club member. And if you are, which most of you are these days when we do this, you don't pay any P&P at all. So that will be the delivered price, the price in the white box, okay? So that's the way that Craft Price Drop works. Now a chance for you to see everything that we've got in our first auction here today. I've never seen this before. I know it's been on air before. I love the idea of this. Crochet your own stick man and the family. These are actually, they call them kitazines, because you've got basically a magazine concept. You've got all the yarn, and you've even got your crochet needles as well. And it shows you in the instructions here, step by step, and it's also illustrated really, really well, how you can make your whole family a little stick family. Stick children, stick mum, stick dad. Really cool, and not a massive project to undertake either. You'll get these done in probably, well, next to no time, because as you can see, it won't take long to do that. And you get full instructions how to actually do your crochet as well. So that's the first one. The second one is how you can knit your own teddy. Again, you get your knitting needles, you get your yarn, you even get the toy stuffing that's been shrink wrapped for you as well. So you can make that delightful teddy from scratch. And again, all instructions are included. If I just come around the front and just grab the magazine for you, there we are, look, gorgeous little kitty on the front, and then inside it's got, of course, illustrations of the finished teddy, and it shows you everything you need to know step by step, all the different techniques. So it's a great magazine really for beginners. If you want to maybe start knitting or crocheting, these are good kits to go for. So that's the second one. And then the third one here, another kitazine for you, how to knit your very own dinosaur. Now, again, I'll show you the magazine quickly too. Again, all the yarn is included, all the toy stuffing is included as well. It's all been shrink wrapped for you. But then you can see all the different parts. You make it bit by bit, and then it shows you, of course, how you can stitch all those different components together. Okay, well, we've dropped the price a little bit, but it's not setting the world alight, is it? £28.68. So let's plummet the price. Let's get those arrows flashing and the price crashing. Here we go. £18.61 for the lot. It's all right, isn't it? That's £6.30. No, £6.20 each. £6.20 each for all the thread, all the yarn, all the instructions, even your needles to knit these wonderful little creatures and characters are included. They make 3 separate gifts for friends of yours that have expressed an interest in taking up sewing or knitting or crocheting. £18.61. I would have thought that would have been the price for one of them, to be honest, to get all the yarn and everything else, and the needles and the instructions. And they come in boxes as well, so if you want to wrap them up as gifts, great. £18.49, that price is still going down. Now, lots of you coming in, remember, putting it in your basket and check out. That confirms your place in the auction. It doesn't confirm the price is confirmed at the end of the auction, and everybody's debit or credit card will be debited with that low price, £18.49. That's where we're at the moment, £11 off. Can we do better? I think we can. Yes, we can. More arrows, more savings. More prices plummeting, here we go. Where's it taking us this time? Wow. Under a £10 note for all 3 of these kits. That's amazing. That's less than what you should be paying for one. It's now £3.20 per kit. For the wool alone, you'd be paying that, wouldn't you? I would have thought you'd have paid that for 3 knitting needles, 3 sets of knitting needles, £9.61. It's still going down, £9.57. You're coming in now. Remember, the best way to order is to go to craftpricedrop.com. That's the website. That's where you'll see this item, put it in your basket and check out. You'll know you'll be paying less than £10, and that's a delivered price, remember, to the thousands of you watching that are Freedom Club members. You don't pay any postage if you're in the Freedom Club. And if you want to join now, you can do it in the same transaction as going for this. 888 your item number. £6.97 membership is all it is for the whole month, and then you can take advantage of not having to pay that £4.95 P&P. Here we go. Like I did say, the quantities sometimes are quite low online. Susan, Jane, hello, you've got yours. Why not make your very own crochet stick family? I think that's a cool idea. 4 left now. Maybe you've got someone who's having a baby soon and you want to knit them a fantastic teddy, one that you've done with your own hands. 3 kits remaining now. Lots of you coming in for this at £9.57. Is that the lowest price? Is it going to go down any lower than that? 2. Someone's just confirmed and checked out. 2 more people to do that, and that will take it. Gone. Sold out. Will it come back again? I don't know. It's the first time I've seen those. I know they've been on air before. First time I've seen those kits. There's 1 left at £9.57. You're saving 2/3 off the price. Patricia, congratulations. You've just got the last one there. Happy knitting.
Price locked.
And happy crocheting. Nice to see different things. Like that. Now, this is another set of 12 by 12 papers now that I'm about to show you that have been on before. Now, just to confirm, everybody paid £9.57 there. No one's paid more than that, and I think all of you were Freedom members. Yeah, no one was a Freedom member. Everyone was a Freedom member. No one pays postage in that last auction. Okay, yeah, 12 by 12 papers then. Now, these have been on before, and we were able to go back to Best Creation Inc. and said to them, hello, we've sold out of those 12 by 12s. Can you get us some more, please? They were really, really popular, and they thankfully have said yes. You've got 72 sheets of 12 by 12 swirl glitter cardstock. £1 per sheet is what we're looking at here. £1 per sheet, and look at the shimmer that you've got on this. It's actually quite embossed, it's raised. But it's no shed glitter, it's not coming off on my fingers or anything like that. But it's got a shimmer to it rather than a glitter. You can, of course, cut these easily. You can die cut them easily as well if you wish to. You can cut them into strips. If 12 by 12 isn't your size of choice for cardstock, you can cut them into maybe 3 strips of 4 by 12 or 4 strips of 3 by 12. Use them for your die cutting. Use them in all sorts of ways. Great for backgrounds, of course, as well. The colours that you've got a mixture, actually, of bolds and pastels. You've got that lovely dark grey, not quite black, more of a dark grey. A terracotta, which is rather lovely. Here's almost like a candy floss pink. A lovely light blue. And then that gorgeous sunshine yellow at the end there as well. Those are the colours you've got. £72 is what they should be. £1 a sheet is what you should be paying for Best Creations 12 by 12s. The arrows are flashing again. Let's see what we can do on this auction today. £72. Wow. That is nearly £50 off. That's £48 off what you should be paying for this. What does that work out per sheet now? I can't do the maths on that one. 72 into 2404 divided by 72. It's about 34 pence. 34 pence is what we're looking at there per sheet, and it started life at £1, so you're saving 66p on every sheet that you buy, every sheet that you use. And a great stash. I mean, look at the quantity we've got here. We've put 1 of each colour at the top here so you can see, but look at the quantity, and it's really good thickness as well. Have we got a GSM on this? Does it give us a GSM? Really good quality paper. It's more paper come card. It doesn't say GSM on here, actually. No, but really good quality, and hopefully you get an idea by how it sounds and how it looks as to how thick it is. Great for your backgrounds, great for your scrapbooking, of course, as well, but think of them basically not as 12 by 12. Think of them as potentially 4 6 by 6. 4 6 by 6 backgrounds, if that's your favourite card size of choice, maybe. How many would you have then? 72 sheets times 4, 144, 288 6 by 6s that will be, if you cut them down. Oh, actually, I've just realised, double-sided. Didn't know that. Just realised. Another plummet's coming. Sorry, here we go. Getting distracted. £18.31. 25p a sheet, 3/4 off the price. 75% saved. Yes, double-sided. So if not always is the glitter side appropriate, you can flip it over and you've got a plain version of that colour that's on the front. But I reckon probably more often than not it's going to be that side you're going to use, the one that's got the sparkle on it. But you can use them plain if you wish to as well. Or maybe you want to mat and layer with them, because you get loads of them in all the different colours, obviously. You can maybe mat and layer, have one pattern side and then one plain behind it. £18.7, it's still going down, this price. Very busy last time this was on Craft Price Drop, and we've got it back for you today, back by popular demand. Maybe you've already got this, you ordered it, and you're thinking, do you know what, I'd like some more of that, please, at that sort of price. Be stupid not to. Maybe you bought them last time. Email in, let us know. What do you think about them? Here's another plummet. We're going again. I thought that was possibly going to be where we ended. Nope. £12.97 for 72 12 by 12 papers. Paula on Facebook Live said she got those papers. She loves them. She calls them lovely. Thank you for that, Paula. Nice to know that you're happy with them. I don't know what price you paid. Will it be the same price as last time? Will it be higher? Will it be lower? We've only got 11 sets of this cardstock left. And remember, 72 sheets of good quality glitter cardstock like this is not lightweight. And it's quite bulky. So what P&P would you expect to pay on something this sort of weight and this sort of size? You'd probably pay about £3 for an envelope to put that in, or a box to put it in. We'll deliver this to your door if you're a Freedom member without any postage charge whatsoever. It's incorporated into your membership. If you want this now, join the Freedom Club straight away and then put this in your basket in the same transaction. It won't charge you the £4.95 P&P. Susan and Lynn, hello to you. You've got yours. You've put it in your basket. Congratulations. Nice to hear from people who've already ordered it as well that love it. Great quality. For the price you're paying, that is absolute peanuts. £12.97. We've got 3 left. Should it be £72, should be £1 a sheet. You're looking at £12.85 with 2 sets of those 72 12 by 12s. Or what did I say it was? 288 6x6s? Yeah. 2 left. At £12.85. There's 1 set going now, 1 set begging. Is it coming your way? Is it coming with your name and address on? Lisa, it's coming your way. Congratulations.
Price lock.
Wow, that was an amazing price plummet, wasn't it? £72 down to £12.85. And do you know what? That £1 per price, or £1 per sheet, is not excessive. That is the going rate for 12 by 12 cardstock and paper. It really, really is. So you have saved yourself an absolute fortune this morning if you've gone for any of those first 2 auctions. Hello to all of you on Facebook Live this morning. Hello to Zara, Heather, Dawn as well. You're all there on Facebook Live. Good morning to you. Who? Paula? And Ruth as well. Paula and Ruth. Hello to all of you. You're all on Facebook Live watching us. And remember, we do this every day. We're on Facebook Live. We're on Periscope and YouTube, and of course on craftpricedrop.com as well. And that's the way to order. Put that on your tablet or your smartphone or whatever, craftpricedrop.com, and you can order that way, put it in your basket, check out, and everyone pays the final low price. Okay, now, from Crafters Companion. They bring us lots of fantastic products at Hochanda all day, every day. And when we see something from Crafters Companion in Craft Price Drop, I'm always quite surprised to see it there, to be honest, because these sell incredibly well at the full price. Somehow we've been able to twist Sarah Davis or Leanne or someone's arm at Crafters Companion to let us have the Spectrum Noir Colorista pencils in Craft Price Drop. Now these blend impeccably. This is every colour in the range of the Colorista. And if you have a little look at what we've got here, there are 6 packs of 8. There are 48 pencils in total, all different colours, all blendable to perfection. And we've actually got some little colour swatches here as well, just to show you the colour pencils that you're going to be getting in the kit today. These aren't water-based, but they blend together beautifully. If pencils are your colouring in of choice, this is going to be an auction that's going to be too good to miss out on. It really, really is. Colorista, great range for professional colouring results. $29.94 is part of the Spectrum Noir collection as well, which is like an umbrella group of products. Pens they do, pencils they do, fantastic quality. So maybe with the good weather coming, hopefully spring and summer not that far away, you want to go out with your pad, sit in the garden, sketch some flowers, do some landscapes, do some portraits possibly. This is the mess-free way of colouring and doing art, isn't it? Now we're trickling that price at the moment. A few pence off. Now what they should be, here we are, look, they break down to basically £4.99 a set, which is where we get the $29.94 from, which I think is amazing value. To get 8 pencils for £4.99 is quite something, especially pencils of this quality as well. $29.94 for the whole set of 2, 4, 6, but we're plummeting. You're now going to be paying half that price. We've slashed it by half, 50% off, just like that, and there's no reason to do this deal other than they've been generous to us. Because these are not pencils that don't sell. They fly. Everyone loves Colorista pencils. But we're obviously clearing our decks, or Crafters Companion, and making space for new products coming through, and we've just got them at an unbelievable deal. Better than half price. £14.51. Are they going to be for the kids? Maybe the kids have expressed an interest in art, or maybe you're a fashion student and you love doing kind of fashion sketches, that sort of thing. These would be great, and they're quality. They're not toy pencils at all. They're quality artist pencils. Blending, perfect. They were brought to the market for adult colouring, the current craze for adult colouring that's been around for the last couple of years. That's why these were developed. Colouring books are hugely popular. But maybe you just want to do colouring yourself with artistic images that you've drawn yourself or painted yourself. Incorporate this. Maybe it's something you've not really done. Maybe you've done watercolour and you've done pens and alcohol inks, that sort of thing, but you've never really tried pencils. The heartbeat. That's saying something. It's saying something very, very good for you. It's going down even less. We were at half price or below. We're going even lower to under a £10 note. Wow, £9.81. Two of them will be £9.98 because they're £4.99 each. You're paying less than that for all 6. This is just crazy. Absolutely, I had no idea, and this is the God's honest truth. I never know where the price is going to go, because it's determined by how many of you are ordering at any one time. If suddenly we've got 60 and 60 of you are placing your order at the same time, that's it, auction over. It's gone very quickly, very early. You're coming in now at £9.58 for quality Spectrum Noir pencils from Colorista, the Colorista range. £9.58 as opposed to £29.94. You're saving over £20 by watching us right now and getting these. Text your friends, let them know that Craft Price Drop is online every day. We do it at 11 o'clock for a very good reason. For a lot of people, that's kind of put your feet up coffee time, isn't it? Maybe you have a bit of a break from work for 10 minutes, half an hour, maybe an hour if you're lucky. Maybe you have an early lunch break. 11 a.m. every single day, even at weekends and bank holidays, is where we go live online at craftpricedrop.com and on, of course, YouTube. We're on Periscope as well. But craftpricedrop.com is the place to order. Put it in your basket and check out. $9.24, we can't go much lower than that, surely. Surely we can't go much lower than that. 2/3 off the price. We've only now, it's been very busy. People are coming through, we've got 7 left. The next 7 of you on the phones or on the website. By the way, the phone number is different for Craft Price Drop online, OK? It's 01733 797 105 if you want to call rather than using the internet. But obviously you're watching us online, so the chances are you want to order online, which is probably why we don't get that many calls on that phone number. £9.24. 6 left. 6 sets of 6 packs. 48 pencils. Ruth, Lynn, Jeanette, you've all got yours. Congratulations. What a bargain. This is going to be buzzing on social media, people talking about these prices today. £9.24, so you've now saved £20. Over £20. I hope Sarah's not watching this. I don't think she'd be very happy to see them go at this price. 3 sets left, they're quality all the way. We've got 2 sets remaining now at £9.24. You could buy 3 sets of those and still pay less than what you should be paying for one. And maybe you're thinking gifts. Quality gifts. Maybe you've got 6 gifts in that one purchase. Quality gifts to give kids, maybe at kids' parties and that sort of thing. They'll adore having those pencils, but they are developed for adults. They're quality adults artist pencils. 1 set left at £9.24. Who's going to get the last one? Less than a £10 note and no delivery charge if you're a Freedom member. £9.24 delivered for most of you. Are you all Freedom members? Yeah. Can't see any non-Freedom members. So everyone at the moment is getting them at £9.24. Lynn, you've got the last one.
Price lock.
You spent under £10. You've got nearly £30 worth of pencils, and you've not even had to pay the postage either. We love Craft Price Drop. Now, everyone pays that final low price of £9.24. Okie dokie. Now, this is something there's so much going on. This is a crafty stash in one offer. Huge. Where do I start? Blimey. You don't get, I'll tell you one thing you don't get. You don't get the cardstock, because that's there for me to show you the punches. But what you do get are punch anywhere on the page punches. You've got your, what looks like a stamp. The great thing about these punches, not having a hinge to them, is that, look, you can put your cardstock anywhere you like, punch away to your heart's content in the middle of the page, whereas normally punches have got hinges and you wouldn't be able to do that. So you've got your stamp, you've got your butterfly, you've got your heart with the dots around the edge, and you've got your little floral circle as well. Let me just show you with the butterfly. Let's do a butterfly right in the middle of the cardstock because I can. Pop that underneath the cardstock, Dave, it helps. There we go. Pop it down. Instant butterfly. Gorgeous, gorgeous impression. Cut a few of those out, make them three-dimensional, make your own butterfly wall art. Really nice, very popular, very fashionable. So you get 4 punches. As well as that, you get a whole collection of wooden rubber stamps, no less. How cute are these? These are adorable. Look. Proper rubber. Proper rubber wooden mounted stamps. I remember the big wooden stamps from years gone by. Well, these are miniature versions of those. Love and kisses, bloom where you're planted, bird houses, dragonflies. Really cute. And you could actually, thinking about it, use those on your stamp die. See? Perfect size to stamp your stamp. Simple as that. Now, what about all of these stamps as well? Look at this. All of these amazing stamps, these polymer stamps, are included in your offer as well. You've got characters, you've got little bears, you've got cats. All of these. Oh, look at the frog with the top hat and the walking cane. How brilliant is that? I love him. He's got to be my favourite character. Let me turn him around the right way for you. How cool is he? Top of the morning. You've then got happy birthday, it's your birthday, best wishes, missing you, get well, good luck, well done. All of those individual stamps for sentiments. You've got the paw prints with the dog as well. Sending you a big bear hug, All of these stamps and the rubber-backed wooden stamps and the punches. £34.54. Now that's ridiculous anyway. For all of that, that's amazing. At £35, that bundle is huge. I'd pay that for the punches. 4 punches for £35. Yeah. £9 a punch. That's about right. Where's this going to go? The whole lot. This is from Personal Impressions. That's the company that's bringing us this. It's called Gardener's Delight. Here comes the plummet. Half price. I thought £35 was amazing. £17.50 is super amazing. You pay that for the stamps, wouldn't you? Actually, you'd probably pay that for just 2 sets of stamps. 15 quid maybe for 2 sets of stamps. £7 or £8 a set. Yeah. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 sets of stamps. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 wooden blocked rubber stamps that are the perfect size so that you can now, with your punch out a stamp with your stamp, so you've now got a faux postage stamp. How cool is that? And then you've also got the 4 punch anywhere in the page punches. £17.50. This is ridiculously affordable. Cynthia, Jacqueline, hello. You're finding this too good to miss out on. You're in. Oh, by the way, you do get this as well. I didn't show you these. You get these printed cards as well. So you could punch those if you wanted to. Oh, there's our little friendly character, the frog. Hey, I love him. So you get these as well. Postcard-sized images which you can stamp or punch out. It's entirely up to you. OK, let's get going with another price plummet. Yeah, I know it's going down even further. I can't believe it myself. £35 goes to 13. £22 off the price that I thought was crazy at the beginning. £13.21 for the whole lot. All those stamps, all those punches, all those fantastic cards as well. You're getting rubber stamps, you're getting photopolymer stamps, you're getting quality metal punches, you're getting those printed cards, all of it, the whole bundle for just £13.21, saving you at the moment £22 off that price. Gardener's Delight, so it's got a gardening theme. Here comes the quantity. How many chances are there? How many of you are going to be able to get this deal? At the moment, we only have 7 left, and lots of you have come in early. 7 spaces in this auction, 6 now at £13.21. It can't go much lower, surely. Or can it? I've been proved wrong many times before. 5. The next 5 of you to put this into your basket at craftpricedrop.com and check out. Gary, you've got yours. Nigel, you've got yours. 4 left at $13.21. It's up to you to do with what you want. When you've got these, when you're the owner of these, you can do with what you like. You can sell them on, you can do whatever you want, but add them to your order today. And it's not one per person either. You can have as many of them as you like, provided we've got the stock. There's 3 left at £13.21. Those punches will be more than that. They really, those stamps will be more than that. 3 chances left, 3 spaces in the auction, 25 minutes into our show. Every day we're live at 11 o'clock on craftpricedrop.com, which is where you're watching us at the moment. Or if you're not, make sure you log on to that. If you're watching us on YouTube or you're watching us on Periscope, yeah, that's the other way. Make sure you have craftpricedrop.com open so you can put your items in your basket and you can check out. 2 have just done that, leaving us with 1. There's 1 set left at £13.21. It's going to Helen. You've got the last one. Congratulations, one and all. That was quite something. I tell you what, craftpricedrop.com, the online version of Craft Price Drop, is well worth a look at every day. Well, you know that anyway. But sometimes we can have items in the show that we wouldn't put on television if we don't have masses of quantity. So sometimes you get to see things that you don't see on TV. OK, now, I said I hope that Sarah Davis wasn't watching earlier on. I certainly hope she's not watching now, because this is going to go low. But how low? This is Crafters Companion's Simply Nordic Scandinavian Christmas. Now, this was a hugely popular range last year. There are a few of them left. And buying out of season is the time to buy, to get the bargains, to save the money. And Christmas for crafters, to be honest, is all year round. Well, certainly it's probably 9 months of the year. You're planning on making things to sell in the fairs in October and November and so on. So you might be starting to think, well, come summer, I'm starting to think towards Christmas, what my theme is going to be this year. Hugely popular, the Nordic and Scandinavian look. And this is a bumper bundle that should be £71.89. Now, to start off with, you've got your A3 cardstock here. Now, this is, how many sheets of this do we get? Does it say? 3 sheets of each design by the looks of it. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. 24 sheets of A3, and that's normally £11.99. And you've got lovely Nordic patterns on here. Those could be trimmed with a trimmer into ribbons if you wanted to use them in that way. You've got your sweater design there as well with the Christmas trees, really lovely. But then, as well as that, all that cardstock, which is A3, great for building boxes, by the way, making boxes with. On the back here, you've got all of these fantastic dies, and also you've got some embossing folders. Here you've got embossing folders. So you've got your 5x7 embossing folder. You've then got 2 border embossing folders with the reindeer and the Nordic stars. So that's those. They're all embossing. And the rest of these are dies. So you've got your Nordic bird. The embossing folders are worth £10.96, evidently. Here are your dies. You've got your little Nordic slippers and mittens, which are really cute. You've got the lovely heart. I do like that heart design, actually, with the 2 lovebirds pecking their beaks together in the middle. You've then got this one, which is with love at Christmas time. Lovely sentiment, that, in like a plaque design. Then you've got 3 more borders just here. These are die borders. You've got, of course, the embossed versions of these. I showed you those a minute ago, but here are your die borders. The whole lot should be £71.89. Can you hear the heartbeat? You know what that means? Something exciting is going to happen. £71.89. Let's get that price down. £48.93, less than £50 for all of this collection. Now, if you add up the dies together, that's what you should be paying for the dies on their own. So you're getting the paper and the cardstock as a bonus. You're getting the embossing folders as a bonus. You're only paying for the dies at the moment, £48.93. You're coming in on this. A Nordic or Scandi Christmas. Who's got hers? Donna. Hello, Donna. Morning, you're first in. £48.72. It's going to go lower, but how low will it go? I can ask everyone in this building. How low is this price going to go? No one will be able to tell me. No one will know where the price is going to go because it depends on you. It's only when you take the last one in stock and stock goes to 0, that locks the price. So no one here has a clue where this price is going to go. The earlier you get in, the earlier you reserve your item. You put it in your basket, you check out. That confirms that is yours. Wherever that price goes, that is yours, and you will only pay the final low price. What is that low price going to be? £48.30? Good. We can do better. We can go lower. How much lower? 30 into the 30s. £38.21. That is about 45% off the price. From £71.89 to £38.21. A great saving there. All that cardstock, you can trim it down. If A3 is not a size you're used to working with, just cut it down to whatever size you want. Great for box making, as I said before. But all these dies, all of these along here are dies. These 3 sets are your embossing folders. £38. For those of you that came in a few minutes ago, you're now looking at £37.79, not a penny more. Maybe a few more pennies less. Maybe a few more pounds less. I remember when Sarah brought this out, we couldn't keep it in stock. It flew. Everybody loved the kind of Nordic and the Scandinavian look. And some of them, to be honest with you, don't have to be Christmassy. I mean, this paper here, for example, this card here, I wouldn't say that was necessarily Christmas. If I made a box out of that, I wouldn't think that was a Christmas box, not at all. I mean, some of them are, obviously. Okay, I didn't know if we were going to go down any further than this. Sounds like we might be. Oh, go on, let's do it. It's a Wednesday. Where's it going now? 20s, £29.97 from £71.89, £41 and pence off the price. Wow, that is incredible. You're getting 3 embossing folders, 7 dies, and A3 cardstock, remember, and you get 3 of each. There's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24 sheets of quality A3 cardstock. At the moment, if you were to, with all the elements you're getting, £2.72 per element, if you were to break it down like that. Remember to get your order in. The way it works, you've got to go to craftpricedrop.com. So if you're watching us on any other platform other than that, go to craftpricedrop.com. That's where you'll see the items that are in the show. You'll see the one that's active right now. Click on it, put it in your basket, check out. That takes us down the next item in quantity. And it means that you have reserved your item in the auction. And you, at the moment, will pay no more than £29.76. Freedom membership, if you want to renew that, or you want to become a Freedom member so you don't have to pay the £4.95 P&P. And who wants to pay the £4.95 P&P? Put 888 in your order. That will automatically enrol you into Freedom membership. £6.97 will be added to your bill, but you will not be charged postage for a whole month on anything from Craft Price Drop or from Hochanda shows. You can do that in the same transaction as getting in with this. We are now down to the last 3 of these. This is where you've got to be in quickly. Craftpricedrop.com, check it out, put it in your basket. That then gets you into the auction. Taking it down to 2. Someone's just done that. £29.69 is where we're at for 71.89's worth of Crafter's Companion Scandinavian Nordic Christmas. 1 set left at less than 30 quid. Can't go any lower than that, I don't think, is it? £29.69. 1 set left at less than £30. Is anyone paying postage in this auction? Not that we can see. Everyone seems to be Freedom members. That's good. And lots of you I know kind of talk to each other on social media and talk about Craft Price Drop as well. It always pays to be a Freedom member. 1 left at £29.69. How long will we be sat on it before it goes? Not long to go, I'm sure, before someone thinks that's what I want. Karen, you've just taken it. It's gone.
Price lock.
There we go. Price lock confirmed. Everybody pays. Ridiculously affordable, that. £29.69. And no one in that auction paid a penny in postage either, which I'm personally very happy about. I don't like paying P&P. It's one of my pet hates in life. I'm sure you're the same. And also, just think how brilliant it would be if you run out of a tube of glue or you run out of your double-sided foam pads or something like that, and you can just phone up or go online, order it, and not have to worry about pending £2.95 or £3.95 postage. So when you need things that you know are running out, you don't have to think about the P&P. That's what Freedom membership gives you. It is 888 £6.97. Now, hello to some people that are watching us at the moment. Who? Tia. Hello, Tia. And Rashmi. Rashmi watches every day from India. Wow. Hi, Rashmi. Thank you for watching. Wonderful. We are, I keep forgetting, because we're on the internet, we're global, aren't we? Of course we are. And you can order from 20 different countries across the world from Hochanda as well. Go to our website if you want to, hochanda.com. You can become a Freedom member if you're in America or if you're in Europe or whatever. Not a problem at all, okay? Now, this is if you want to become a Freedom member in the USA, for example, you can join on our website. $19.99 per month for Freedom membership, and that will include, of course, all of your standard delivery of items from us to you in the USA. And same goes with Europe. If you're in a European country, you can join spending euros if you want to, and more information on that is on our website hochanda.com. Here comes the Europe one. There we are. That's €14.97 per month, and that covers your postage to any of those countries wherever you may be there. I'm off to Greece next week. I could send myself something, couldn't I? There we are. Look, so yeah, you can sign up right now if you're watching us in Europe. Okay. Now, stamps. These designs or anything from this company you love. I do too, because they're a little bit like me, a bit quirky, a bit different. I don't like things that are run-of-the-mill, ordinary all the time. I like to have things that are a little bit unusual to work with. And that's what you've got here with these from Studio 490. Studio 490 have produced them. They're all, if I just turn this around so you can see, they're all pre-cut quality rubber stamps that are all foam backed. You don't have to buy any foam for it at all. It's all done for you. All you've got to do is put them straight onto your platform or your acrylic block. And what I love about them as well is what they come in is actually what you store them on. So you've got 3 holes punched in the side there, so it can go into a ring binder, absolutely no problem at all. But you've got this wonderful, it's almost like a plasticized card with all the images of the stamps, and of course you always know where to put them, so you never lose them. So that's the first set of stamps you've got. How many are on there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. It's about 15. 15 stamps on there. And that's got all your different types of flowers. You've got angular petals, rounded petals, little butterflies, a lovely border there as well. That's the biggest one on there. And a really useful branch or twig or leaf design there too. The next one, look at this. Look at the size of that background stamp just down there. Talk about texture, and if you love using your slap-it-ons and your texture pastes and all that sort of thing in your mixed media art, that is going to be a great stamp that you'll get great texture with all the time. That's what it will stamp for you image-wise. It's a floral stamp, or again for texture it's great as well. And then you've got all these other stamps here as well, which some of them are quite unusual and actually quite odd. But I like that because we like things that are not run-of-the-mill. So there's seam binding stamp there. Horn silk seam binding. We've got English, what does that say? Supplier tape packs. There's a lace border. So all of that, look at the detail in that one. All of that there is included in stamp form. Even these little words that says this is a work in progress for your viewing pleasure, all of that's on there as well. And then the last one, very dapper, man with a bowler. Eiffel Tower, and then you get some little medicine bottles down. Actually, this is what's London meets Paris, really, isn't it? Because that's the metro sign for the underground, obviously. What do those bottles say? Lavender London, lavender salts. Oh, okay. Crab apple blossoms. Don't know if that's a treatment for something, or I have no idea. And you've got the man with the bowler hat, and you've got the vintage car there as well. So they are really kind of random, but in art, that's quite exciting. You can think of lots of different ways. If you have a bit of a black hole moment, you think, I don't really know what to do, or look at these stamps and they may inspire you. £70.98 is what you pay for all 3 sets. OK, the arrows are flashing. The price is crashing. Where are we going? Wow. Over £40 off. Under £30, £29.96 from Studio 490 for all of those stamps. Quirky, yep. Different, yep. Weird, some of them. But that's art, isn't it? That's what art's all about. To make people think. To make people go, oh, wonder what that's for. Oh, I get it. Yeah, it makes your grey cells kind of think a little bit. How would you use them and how would you incorporate them in your mixed media projects or in your card making projects? These stamps, whenever I see this collection, I think Leone. Always. Studio 490, Leone. Stamp area, Leone. Bit quirky. Bit out of the ordinary, but they're great fun and they give you great inspiration. £29.96, and remember, with these rubber stamps, the quality of these stamps are such that you can use them not just for inking, but in so many different ways. Now, how many have we got? We've plummeted that price right down to less than £30. We only have 12 sets left in the auction. That's all we have. Zoe, you've got yours. You came straight in. Congratulations. You've received, well, you've reserved your place in the auction. You've got a set on its way to you, but you don't know yet what the price will be. It's going to be under £30. We know that much. How much more? Depends on you. How quickly you come in and put your order in your basket and check out. And remember, we do craft price drop, in case you've just found us, on TV, on Hochanda, every morning at 7 a.m, every evening at 7 p.m. Today on Wednesday, we sometimes have a double one, which we did with Janice this morning between 7 and 9. But every morning at 7 a.m, 7 p.m, on TV, Hochanda, and online only at 11 o'clock every day. That's weekends and also bank holidays as well. That is on craftpricedrop.com, which is where you're watching us at the moment. Or if you're not, if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you go to craftpricedrop.com. You can't order on YouTube. I don't think you can order on Periscope. You have to order on craftpricedrop.com. Put it in your basket, check out, it's yours. And everyone pays the final low price. And the other big news is no one pays postage, and I don't think anyone has so far today, or if there are some of you, not many at all, because you're all Freedom Club members, which is our loyalty club, okay? It's a monthly thing. You can opt in and opt out of it whenever you choose. You don't have to commit to a 6-month or a year's membership. It's £6.97. So if you know you're buying lots of crafting goodies in the next 4 weeks, or you think you might be, order Freedom membership right now at £6.97, because then you don't have to think about the postage. And watch out for the blue flash Freedom saves, okay? Because that's on certain products as well. £29.91 is your price. £29.91 at the moment. We've got 6 left in the auction. 6 chances, 5 chances to get in and get your Studio 490 stamps for less than £30. £29.86, down from £70.98. 4 left. 4 of you, good luck. If you're scrabbling for your pad, trying to put it in your basket and trying to check out, you know you want it. 3 left. Less than 30 quid, £29.81. 2. We've been busy so far this morning. Still got another 20 minutes with you, or thereabouts, 15-20 minutes. 2 left at £29.81. 1 left, 1 set of Studio 490 stamps at £29.81. Beth, you've got the last one. Brilliant. Very busy for that one. That's the locked price. Everyone pays that final price of £29.81. That's all you're paying. And by the way, tonight's craft price drop will be with Matt at 7 o'clock on Hochanda. Okay. Right now, I'm looking forward to tonight, actually. I've got the one-day special launch with the lovely Sheena Douglas. I always look forward to doing Sheena's shows. 6 o'clock tonight on Hochanda, she'll be here. I'm not sure what the actual launch is. I've not looked at that yet, but I will do this afternoon. It's going to be good, it always is. And this is one of her former collections that she came up with. And Sheena, if you want inspiration, watch a Sheena Douglas show, because she gives you so many hints and tips and techniques and gives you ideas that perhaps you would never have thought of without her being there. That's what I find. Anyway, so this is part of her Time Traveller series, and these are stamps and they are dies, and it's all a little bit kind of Phileas Fogg, dare I say, a little bit like that, and again, a bit thought-provoking. You've got dies that are basically propellers. I'll turn them around. Actually, you carry on looking at the stamps there for a second. I'll turn them around so you can see what you've got. But there you've got your propeller stamp. You've got, I don't know what those glasses are called. Have they got a name, those? I'm sure they have got a name, but I don't know what they're called. They're not monoculars or anything, are they? Aviator glasses, maybe, could be. Anyway, you've got your cogs there as well, so very kind of steampunky, and you've also got your round the bend tubes and connectors and all of that, and wheels to stop the water flowing, and all kind of industrial. Industrial is what the word I'm looking for. And you've also got those verses there as well. Be who you are, let your life flow. Ah, hence the pipes and the water, you get it. And then that one says, I can't read that one, hang on, I'm going to have to lift that up. That says, follow your dreams, go with the flow of your ideas and imagination. So yeah, go with the flow. Water. So there's your cogs. They're all on a single sheet of rubber, so you just kind of trim those and cut them out. And you've also got there a cog in the machine, and that sentiment down the bottom there as well. What does that say? Imagination. Hang on. I'm at that age. Imagination powers the cogs of our minds. That's right. So you get those stamps as well. So 3 sets of rubber stamps, and then there the glasses look and the propeller as well. And the verse on this one says, it is the voyage of discovery, not the destination, that is important. To travel is to live. Ain't that the truth? Absolutely. And then we come on to the dies. I'll turn these around. So all of these dies are included as well. The cogs, the propellers, the glasses, and of course this one here is Also four-way connector. There we are, a water four-way connector and tubes and things like that. Okay, £62.94 is the starting price for all of that. So a little bit of time travel from her collection. Quite grungy, quite industrial, quite steampunky, and I'm sure if you love your mixed media, then this would be a great set to go for, because again, you can really do very three-dimensional pictures on canvas with these sort of things as well. So there we go. In the pipeline, that die set, $14.99. The geared up, $14.99. The Voyage of Discovery, $14.99. The rubber stamps, $5.99 each. That's how we get to the price. Genuine price, $62.94. But because you're buying them all together and you're watching Craft Price Drop, here we go, going down, menswear. $29.98, less than £30, so you're saving £33 off the price. $29.98, and Freedom members, remember, that's a delivered price for you. No P&P, we love that. $29.98 for all of that. Now, hang on a minute, I know what you're thinking. Will the die cut out the propeller? Yes. Same size. So that and that, both of those dies are the same size as the glasses and the propeller. So you can cut them out and stamp them at the same time. I think the same is true with the cogs. So let me get the cogs stamp set. Yeah, same size. So you can stamp them, ink them, and then die cut them, or I'll tell you what Sheena likes to do. A lot of people do it that way around, stamp first, then die cut second. Sheena does it the opposite way around. She die cuts first and then puts the stamp on top of what she's die cut. She prefers to do it that way. So it's absolutely your call. You can do it whichever way you wish. So two of those stamp sets work with the cogs and work with the glasses and work with the propellers. They cut exactly the right size out. And down here, I think the same is true of this one. Yep. Yep, those wheels and the pipes are the same size as the stamps. So they all work in harmony together. $29.56 is what we're looking at here. You've got 20 stamps in total, 13 dies, so slightly more stamps than dies, but the dies will cut out what the stamps have stamped. How low can we go? The heart's beating, the tension's mounting, the prices are dropping. Here we go. $21.65 for nearly £65 worth of Sheena Douglas goodies. I mean, that propeller is great if someone loves to travel quite a bit. Maybe they're quite adventurous, backpacking, that sort of thing. Someone's maybe interested in flying, then those glasses, they're quite quirky and quite weird, I understand that, but they look a bit like the glasses that you sometimes put on when you have an eye test. And they put the different lenses in, look a bit like that. First time I had that done, that freaked me out. What are you doing? What are you putting on me? Okay, we've only got 8 sets of these left now. 8 sets for dies and stamps that all work together. And you might think to yourself, well, why do I need tubes and pipes and things like that? You'd be surprised, especially with mixed media. They will come in really, really handy. 6 left. £21.65. Are we going lower than that? Or is that where we're going to stop, I wonder? Patricia, you're in. Hello. Congratulations. You're paying no more than $21.65 at the moment, maybe even less. Who knows? We've got 4 left. Won't go that much lower now. I would have thought, oh, well, okay. $21.51. Every penny helps. 4 sets, 3 sets left. I know many people who love Sheena have got all of her collections. If you haven't got this one, add it to your order right now, put it in your basket, check out. That confirms your place in the auction and confirms at the moment you'll be paying $21.51. 1 set left. It looks as if it's going to stay at $21.51, is it? Or isn't it? Maybe, maybe not. I never know. I never know where it's going to go. 1 set left, $21.51. Is it coming your way? Who? Tess. You got the last one? Brilliant. $21.51. Congratulations. You all pay that price, locked price. And I don't think anyone pays postage in that one either. No, still no one has paid P&P at all today on Craft Price Drop, which is great. You're all Freedom members, which is fantastic. It means you save more money and it means that we love you, basically. Right, now, what about dies? We haven't done many Spellbinders dies today, so let's do that because they're a firm favourite with everyone at Craft Price Drop. These are the Nestabilities. You've got 11 dies here. Now, these are really useful dies to have because they'll make fantastic plaques, they'll make fantastic apertures, make wonderful frames. I always think nesting dies like this are the basis for amazing value for money and versatility because they do so much. You know, if I just show you on the back here, they all nest down in sizes equally, but if you want a frame to go around something. Just use 2 dies, you create the perfect shape with the perfect distance between the 2 dies. If you want to have a big aperture, use the big die. It then gives you that kind of inverted effect. But equally, cut out all these layers and then you pyramid them together to create like a pyramid style. So really versatile, a very lovely decorative shape as well, whether you do them horizontally, whether you do them vertically, they work well. There's 6 in that one. And you've also got 5 in this one. This is quite an unusual shape and I like it for that. Very different and very useful. If you've got the same matting and layering, nesting dies that you've had for years and years and years, and you're thinking, oh, I just want to do something a bit different, what different type of shape? Well, they are well known for their frame spellbinders, and they have done them beautifully here in this case. And whether you're doing a small card, whether you're putting a label on something for a price, or you're just marking something up, maybe saying that it's handmade by, or anything like that, you've got the little diddy ones, but then they go up in equal sizes right to the largest one. £46 and 8 pence is your price for 11 Spellbinders dies. Well, that will be the normal price. But this is Craft Price Drop. We don't do anything normal here. We fly in the face of normal and we bring you plummets, plummets, plummets and more plummets. Here's another one. Where's this going to go? 20 quid. We're coming towards the end of the show, so this is going down really quite quickly. £20 instead of £46 and 8 pence, £10 a set. I remember when one of these would have been probably 30 or 40 quid. A few years ago, mind you, but £20 for 11 dies, that's ridiculous. It's amazing. And these aren't dies that you'll put in a drawer and forget you ever had. You'll use them again and again and again for apertures, frames, inverted cards, pyramid cards, all of those uses. These are great dies to invest in. From Spellbinders. Still going down. £19 and 7 pence. Hochanda.com, no, beg your pardon, craftpricedrop.com. That's the website where you need to be to put your order into your basket and to check out. Obviously, later on the TV version, it'll be Hochanda.com, the best way to order on the website. That'll be for the 7 o'clock show. But for this one, it's always craftpricedrop.com because it's online only. We're not on your telly box unless you're watching us through a smart TV, baby. I want to get one of them. I haven't got one of those yet. Got the satellite and all that, but I haven't got the old internet on the TV. To get that fixed. £18.45, down from £46 and 8 pence. We've got 11 dies for your money, which I think you'll agree is pretty impressive. You're looking at about £1.50, £1.60 a die at the moment. £18.45. Can we better that price? Can we go any lower than that price? Yeah, we can. How low? I thought that was pretty low. Watch the arrows, watch them flashing, watch the price of crashing. £14.50. That is the lowest price these have been on Craft Price Drop for this item. They have never been lower than this. So if ever you wonder, oh, I wonder what they went for last time they were on or whatever, this is the lowest price they've ever been. So now's the time to grab them. Here comes your quantity. We literally have about 3 minutes left on the show. 8 sets left at £14.50. Can I tempt you? If you bought them before, what did you pay for them last time? See, we don't always go down to the same price. It depends on you. You drive the show. If you come in, if like all of you came in 3 minutes ago, the price would have been 20-something. There are 6 spaces in the auction left. If you come in and put it in your basket and check out, you'll take it down to 5. Someone's just done just that. Everyone's paying £14.50 at the moment, which is the lowest price these dies have ever been on Craft Price Drop. Amazing. You're saving £31 at the moment by popping these in your basket. £31, you're better off. And Spellbinders dies are brilliant. The quality's amazing. They know what they're doing. They were the, number one. When I first started in craft shows all those years ago, they were the first group and first company I ever showed doing dies. And they're still going strong. But look at the prices we can bring them to you now for. £14.50 for the next 4 auctions. Next 4 people. 70% in the price. 70% off the price we're looking at here. 3 left now, 3 spaces in the auction. That's all we have. Hello to Gillian and Patricia, you're in. You've got your set. Someone else has just come in and got another one. We're down to the last 2 sets now at £14.50. For matting and layering, nesting dies, use them vertically, horizontally, use them for frames, use them in all sorts of different ways. Versatility, and they suit and will go through any die cutting machine, size permitting, obviously. The electronic ones, the hand operated ones. 1 left. Who's going to get the last set at £14.50? Are we going any lower than this, or are we staying at £14.50? One set left, £14.50 the price. Is that it? Or are we going any lower? Will you all pay £14.50? Is that last person coming through and checking out? Julie, you've put it in your basket and you've checked out. You've rubber stamped that price.
Price locked.
There it is, locked for you. Everyone pays just £14.50. I'm sure everybody is absolutely tickled pink and delighted with their savings today. Thank you ever so much for joining us. And remember, we will do this every single day online at craftpricedrop.com. So if maybe you can engineer when you have your coffee break, if you're working, or when you can put your feet up at home for 10, 15, 20 minutes to see what we've got, every single day online, craftpricedrop.com. And then, of course, the daytime ones on TV at 7 a.m. We did a double one this morning with Janice, 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Tonight, it's going to be Matt with you, Matt McNamara, at 7 o'clock tonight for another hour of Craft Price Drop with lots of falling price items at amazing value for money prices. And remember, the ways to order and save the most money is quite simply to become a member of the Freedom Club. If you are not a member of the Freedom Club, we do see occasionally some people having to pay the $4.95 P&P, but really you're throwing money away. By joining the Freedom Club, it costs you just $6.97. So once you've bought two things, you've more than paid for your Freedom membership, if you want to think of it like that. I mean, on Hochanda, for example, P&P can be $2.95, $3.95. On Craft Price Drop, it's £4.95. So add that up over a few weeks, over a month period, you know, you'll be spending quite a bit on P&P if you're anything like all of us and you love your crafting goodies. So join the Freedom Club right now. The item number to do it is 88888. It's just £6.97 for membership. You'll get your badge, you'll get your monthly newsletter, you'll get special Freedom discounted products as well, which you can find online or on our TV shows, and also you don't pay any P&P online or indeed on the TV shows or indeed on Craft Price Drop at all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you a bit later on this afternoon then. I'll be with Sheena actually for that launch at 6 o'clock on her channel.
Hello, I'm Debbie and this is Kim, and together we are 6 Mini Memories. We've been coming to her